Sinsina fi baby biara wa begu faako. Yem borehole drilling no eho tew utimi nom wo de horade egware mpo a unya ohaw ankrankrai afiesim apartment ahoro insore hotels estate developers Washington Bay nyumeku momre ne rade na aye drilling company limited yabebo am wenyen supa putu yang was 0245.
And I only have from and then you so Madam Inasi, now Mamma Aquaba, Eddie Abano Cray, and Atesem so, and with daily TV. Meeting the Abraham bin Moshe, yeah, my name is P. Black, the Bible reading name Hazard, and a name Yeshi. And Ra, yes, Satia the Subia, now am say a beer yemi and good one any, Emma Yehu, Quaya, Abrafone Faso, or Mobuta Intia, or the Bible, no, Ebreye, yeah. Na ene yumre so yaba ye beto aso na medical church ya CSF na mechia CSF all over the world make us me body a adaje be bombing but omo a enchia kese komo mo na yumre eye buade miami area for no go buade guys no mechia mu nyina medamu asese mo amu nua most of times they say we be start here dey na wa nkrofo age watum ti me chiachia mu nyina me chiachia pepe nom ene ne squad no me chia mu nyina kwaku miami player papa kwaku ene ne squad me chia mu nyina na mo nkoso enfollow ade ne nyina yesua gradually say wo kira me se mayera na je wo de na tum me da mu ase ena no ngwa zongofo me chia mu nyina me ntumi bo mu nyina mu din grandpa ne squad grandpa or yenkremoni but they be on the debate but still yengusu ye busuya enya ntokwa betumi hia asofo ni bia na yesre na yechia ye ho na yedi nkomo e da se mikohia calibos ye nua be ma calibos o ye kristo ni still but ye gina ho edi nkomo em obi a kire na adwen e ya adwen kire media me kire ne ye research e ye no kura na ba ye den na wafa atemdidie ebufuo bi anim se be chiachia mu nyina Nansana no entia kese enkoma CSF ladies damu ase e wo se de mata mechi mo atrete me beduru ne ene CSF a mo Facebook nyina no kure ene atesem followers enso a ye de ba daily TV mo agi program na boso na from 8 p.m. to 10:30 mo fan two station be that daily TV na ebi no credit TV na to daily TV a omo asan wo the super glue na e wo say ye bon aba so ye da mu nyina ase afrafo amofra nyina ye da mu ase mu amo try say mo fra mu ntumi nwura mu nyina so ye da mu ase ne madaje anadwi menua wani beda ho ana ya desua the Bible is a coded book Bible no mu code no and metro Bible ni baabi udura ye kind reverse metro Bible ni baabi udura Obeka verse 21. Okay, verse 21 here. Na waba wechi abeka verse 16. Ebi ebesi 21. Na what he code nasi. I teach the Bible like I was the one who wrote the book. Menu ya mwani na ho. Obeti nsem na nyumre. Why? Na omo maso yasene. Misramu Facebook for pamcha we enye se beka nwasem. Oba pe na wa share de amaye. The person be wie no na 1.5k share mo share video no na this is the beginning of a new generation me say enne say ye ma ye ti ase nne no ya mti message na se a e chiri mba e be ba beti ase sramo mo share video no na mo ko YouTube wo ko YouTube a na wa bo daily TV GH na wa subscribe to your YouTube channel and now say Facebook a daily TV GH. Dina nya djuma body ne bebre. Enti ya kwaso na no ya be recognize omo a sponsor program no ama program no afa ne to ba pefra akofa designs ya be kan wasem wo pese wo pam entade papa wedding engagement ya akofa designs owo bubuashi olabam akofa designs ono ma meni P Black na se ya ba utum say yajeji adam how to say P Black channel 7 said you oguso oji me guess no ama na ye more nti akofa designs but there was a some people like YFN.
Yeah.
Now, or Jimmy guess. It's your cover designs, wedding, engagement, party, African wear, papa, or outside the country, or be pam no dia brew.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, I will be ano, or ye delivery now.
Yeah.
Who Kumasi, or be pam dia maka, naka dia brew.
Aye.
The number ni 055 31 64 500.
Yeah.
Our cover designs 055 31 64 500.
Yeah.
Do you makeups? Marigold or ye cakes? Any makeups? Or ye specialist and casa?
Oh yeah.
Wedding engagement party program biara occasion biara freno.
Aye.
Baby I will be ano. O two sa freno over the yama.
Yeah.
The number ni 0275 600 400. 0275 600 400.
Yeah.
And I hear me my CSF ni papa o two boreholes. Waba beta dwumedie n'echi eye ewurade na aye borehole drilling company ene mo ye nenie oye hydro fracturing and geological investigation borehole drilling, water treatment, pump servicing, swimming pool oye sa ni mani ngina why ni location eye ofanko barrier but baby awo bia no ofre no a oba bedi dwumedie ne dia ma borehole drilling company nyame na aye ne number ni pa chofa number no why 024 56 366 34 054 63 66 34 Anna L&L Rentals say obey party wedding engagement Upe say you decorate ho. Uya flowers papa. Lighting system papa. Uya better decoration. Uya enkonya professional ones from the United States. Expensive ones are. Ne pone that form. Now also a man for wedding omo ya. Omo de to Facebook ne YouTuber omo jiji dem wi. When ya proper caps, glasses, professional ones yankasa. L&L Rentals. Friend what? Adie eboade da form. Number ni 024 for number no 024 65 95 760 024 65 95 760 Daily estate wow jewasase obes spread your mouth na wetu ya na kakra daily estate and also be so sidan Obeso de edansie ne fa ne so na wosimawa daily estate number ni 050 20020 simple number 050 20020 daily roofing ultra modern roofing o de bo odan so obeso roofing odan ya number ni 030295496 daily roofing number ni 030295496 you starting daily sports every bia 12:30 daily sports na su ye nua ba nyanko a enche or be start program bia ya to din say menye ekurasini enche me amedoba me am beloved daughter Rashida Black Beauty ya to Toniama wo beti ne kana se ya adwena anya adwuma body ne ble and that topic no slavery in the Bible. And me ye King Leopold the second's letter. Answer member and that topic no. King Leopold ne letter na me explaining and drano. Ye be boni biom na ubienti. Why? King Leopold letter or the Congo. Eko yom slaves. And the same agenda. And no modeba Africa. Ye letter no na me chiremu. And this one share and drop program now. And one say ko YouTube. Now type Daily TV GH. Ube type in the above. Subscribe it. Ube un video no. Why? King Leopold's letter. Na ko share video. Or rebeko. Or mo boya bro. Why? What's the Elimina Castle? What's the Cape Coast Castle? And then Metro say and Solia Cassie Uganda Hano. Omuti ni na e wo Cape Coast Castle. Any Elimina Castle. Any Osu Castle. Ebra na ye slaves. And omoti asoli. Asoli bi eni ho.
Debi.
Oh kaka. No mo say es no more with these slaves nearby. And there's no missionaries. I am telling you today. missionaries na slave masters no. Yeah. What you want to nim dabatin samuye mbasho. Why? Me, I teach every day as if it is the last day of my life.
Oh yeah.
That's why I teach with so much energy.
Yeah.
I teach with so much passion.
Yeah.
Pacho kin Leopold letter no. Aye ready a ma letter ninso. Wa ko school. What a brofo. Woni ma kenkan. Ji wasumneti. No kure. Eye ba akope. Uma hwe video no. Ye ba na ya betwe slavery in the Bible.
Yeah.
A letter from King Leopold II of Belgium to colonial missionaries, 1883. Reverends, fathers and dear compatriots, the task that is given to fulfill is very delicate and requires much tact. You will go certainly to evangelize, but your evangelism must inspire above all Belgium interest. Your principal objective in our mission in the Congo is never to teach the niggers to know God. This they know already. They speak and admit to a Mungu, one in Zambi, one in Zakumba, and what else, I don't know. They know that to kill, to sleep with someone else's wife, to lie and to insult is bad. Have courage to admit it. You are not going to teach them what they know already. Your essential role is to facilitate the task of administrators and industrials, which means you will go to interpret the gospel in the way it will be the best to protect your interest in the parts of the world. For these things, you have to keep watch on disinteresting our savages from the richness that is plenty in their underground, to avoid that they get interested in it and make you murderous, competition, and dream one day to overthrow you. Your knowledge of the gospel will allow you to find text ordering and encouraging your followers to love poverty, like happier are the poor because they will inherit the heaven. And it's very difficult for the rich to enter the kingdom of God. You have to detach from them and make them disrespect everything which gives courage to affront us. I make reference to their mystic system and their war fetish, warfare protection, which they pretend not to want to abandon, and you must do everything in your power to make it disappear. Your action will be directed essentially to the younger ones, for they won't revolt when the recommendation of the priest is contradictory to their parents' teachings. The children have to learn to obey what the missionary recommends, who is the father of their soul. You must singularly insist on their total submission and obedience. Avoid developing the spirit in the schools. Teach the student to read and not to reason. There, dear patriots, are some of the principles that you must apply. You'll find many other books which will be given to you at the end of the conference. Evangelize these niggers so that they stay forever in submission to the white colonialists, so they never revolt against the restraints they are going. Recite every day, happy are those who are weeping because the kingdom of God is for them. Convert always the blacks by using the whip. Keep their women in 9 months of submission to work freely for us. Force them to pay you in sign of recognition goats, chicken or eggs every time you visit their villages. And make sure that niggers never become rich. Sing every day that it is impossible for the rich to enter heaven. Make them pay tax each week at Sunday Mass. Use the money supposed for the poor to build flourishing business centers. Institute a confessional system which allows you to be good detectives, announcing any black that has a different consciousness contrary to that of the decision maker. Teach the niggers to forget their heroes and to adore only ours. Never present a chair to a black that comes to visit you. Don't give him more than 1 cigarette. Never invite him for dinner, even if he gives you a chicken every time you arrive at his house. The above speech, which shows the real intention of the Christian missionary journey in Africa, was exposed to the world by Mr. Mukwani Bukoko, born in the Congo in 1915, and who in 1935, while working in the Congo, bought a second-hand Bible from a Belgian priest who forgot the speech in the Bible, Dr. Chidozie Okoro.
Men say adaje bebre ɛwɔ letter ne ho mo nyina motie King Leopold II of Belgium ne letter a ɔde ba Congo yɛmfa no nto nkyɛn obi bia no be doubt this letter na sabe oye abofra in knowledge medical ka kyerɛ mo national television so na mete no ɛkɔ baabia social media all over the world ucha entro somebody will expose you yɛmfa no nto nkyɛn yɛ baba ibuni I don't need a God who approves of slavery. Nyankopon a ogitum say e wo se wo bi ye slave menye ntom. Hwe uye minua bibini minua gane na wotie me a da Nyankopon ase papa say me ye teaching e wo ye kurom kasem. Why? Na me frɛ minua nom ansama kofrɛ abontemfo. Tie me sanka mete enkran mete ever anka meye no wakasa ni nyinam na mama me nuanom asole ade wo fie a oye amanfo bebra asole omo ye ni English language na danyankopon ase se me peja na me de aba ye kurom kasem me nua Bible na da wo no wetie emu nsem ni bi but munsuan what kakra and never go to verse we me hye Bible ni mu nyankopon Old Testament, New Testament, oji enkwasumtum, and United Nations, America, Ghana, China, na ye fight to say nobody deserves to be a slave. And che, and yet say ye tonipa will Libya. The whole world obia kasai. And ye kunku ebinom. Ye ebinom kidney, and you will live our more tongue. Ye ne kaseti ya. And to be a Christian. Na me go to Bible verse ya Nyankopon se obi nya akwa na ubufu me a you are the worst creature on this planet. Religion is an insult to the creator. Nyankopon me yin ne ho akire Moses. Teaching na me ye no. Me ye dey ato Jewish group mu a me ni say Ghana for group ni mu a they will tell the rabbis the worst book ever written is the Christian Bible and the Quran. Ubufu amabunfu. Why? No kraba akope. The painful truth is better than the sweet lie. The worst book ever written is the Christian Bible and the Islamic Quran. Ontiasia from a debate. And a man for life. Say see a daily TV director say debate no obi a wo bebe bia na ye be giatum. Oya bofra kraba be chi uni egwa. Right. No being coach, never being can say, any of me free Avram debate ya, wo Johnny. Fesiano, oh, you 2 years a crabber debate, you be facing. Verena Usa, no me Joma Yahuda, no Yahuda, wow, no, I steady. Oh, yeah, more what's your upon, no me she am. Right. Those who started what I have started were all killed. Only my man for a friend say, Abraham, dear Wokan, Jenim. Na yesuro all those who started speaking to Africa were killed. Africa, you are blind because your prophets came to you in disguise. Some came to you as politicians. Some came to you as musicians. Some came to you as lecturers. Just because they were not holding a Bible, you never knew they were prophets. Why? A time is coming. You know whom Avram bin Moshe is. Yanko Bible. Why? Bible ni mu Nyankopon no. Oji enko asumtum. Chere kwanya yemfa so nye obi akowa. Ne pa chaw. When na hwe me e wo daily TV, Facebook ana YouTube, ana say Instagram be bia behwe bia. We are comfortable. Say wo be so ya akowa. Hwe. When na pe. Obi ampe. Who want to be a slave? The creator of the universe wants everybody to be free. And na United Nations pray. Michael Jackson crabonyom heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and for the entire generation. Na ye wonya den. Won share video no obetin sem. Akwa mra emra nyankopon hye se fonkoa enye nyankopon ne kan Bible ne Quran eye obi ene kope baabi tai ene twere nyankopon twere book na eno ne yede tete yen se eye nyankopon asem ena aka ene mwati ase enye nyankopon asem because ensem ne bi wo mu a nyankopon no bo soro ne asase no ommo sabra meduru New Testament ya wo ye mehyew meduru New Testament ubesu verses in your New Testament wo so fu ekotu ba won check adwene ba ya dwuma Exodus chapter 21 verse 1 to 12 kan mame
Exodus 21
verse 1 to 12
wasi enkwa homra
yeah chese Israel nyankopon no be hye enkwa homra chese obi be ye akoa no ono ogitum somebody deserves to be a slave it is the Bible ni ye adwuma na chese me ye nananom na eye slaves no obroni no be ye slaves no onye bone unim jiwfu a na eta slavery na chi ankam ye behyew why the Jews were behind the slavery in Africa say unim a ankam ye behyew why because say jiwfu no ye correct ya ma jiwfu nyankopon na wo Bible nim no ogitum so obi nya akoa me so be say nya no kore nobody deserves to be a slave not me not you any African who accepts the Bible or the Quran is like marrying the man who raped your mother. It is said African, many African obeji Christianity any Islam atu. It is said ma papa na o rapi o maame no. O se obe wale no. Any yesi me wale no. On will rape you, mammy, and I'll say, still, it is only the wise who will understand this statement. I will speak to you in parables. Those with logic and reasoning will decode it. Why? Me who say free knowledge. Says me have a way of teaching. Me to me teaching only few understand. I would decode my message and leave it. Now me person me how anything I may break it to the lowest level. People like Exodus chapter 21 verse 1 to 12. Come on.
Was the one not the Muslim after omenim
and kwamra enti Bible nyankopon no e ka kire Moses say we no any atemusem a fetu Israel for nanim
na so to akwa oye Hebrewni a
woto akwa no ye Israelni na nyankopon a oyodo adan na wo makwan na wo bakra than slave. Why should you allow your child to become a slave in the first place? Mu tie mi why na ode ne ho owo sika owo wiase japade nyina na obepene se me ba na me ma wo no me makwan na me ba na nkoya akowa na nyankopon a wo so no bo so ni asase the concept of God, the one that you were brought up to believe was invented. Why? Papa bi eni soro ho. Why? Papa bi eni soro ho. Srawo. Yanka say abode emfiri baabi o. Abode nyina free baabi. Still abode nature ogusu bo ade o. Onim say new animals ye ba. Onim say new planets air forming. New planets, new galaxies. The universe is still expanding. To why na ade no? Your knowledge is limited. Common sense na make na won't ase. And me knowledge a wo besu. Common sense ye free po hwebra me bre. Na me knowledge. People like kind.
Na so to akwa oye Hebrewni a.
O se wuto slave na oye Israelni a.
Osum fiansia.
Akwa no onsom 7 years.
Na afia to so enso no.
Afia na to so number 7. That means we kura Ghana for nka hu. Eye Israel for nko a. Baby ameme ne wo ye hye no behu. Onsom for 6 years. Na afia etoso enso the 7th year no.
Onfa no nkodi kwa.
Ma akwa no onko free. Onfa ne nkodi kwa.
Na se onko e no ba ya.
Se akwa mra ne it doesn't make sense. What obi oya akwa. Wa so 6 years. 7th year manenko. Nyankopon on this ankwase asem Kana
na so nonko eno ba ya.
Enti say slave no oyo no nko no ba ya.
Ononko enonko.
And the single man mo no nko.
Na so oyo walefo a.
Say slave ni ba no. Oni me yire ene ba ya
ne yere ne no enko
one ne yere enko
na se ne wura ama ne yere
aftia nyankopon di san kwase asem yi
Aye.
o se uto slave na wu slave no o ma ne yere o ne yere
Yeah.
na o pe oba e de manu a
na wo imabeni anamaba ama no a
na slave no one ne yere no ewo ma
oba no ne ma no
oba no ene ne ma no
enye ne wurade
eye ni wura ne dia
Yeah.
what kind of law is this
Aye.
ma bet na won chen o se me ye single man
Aye.
na me ni sika because wo na wo se wutua beka
Yeah.
na me ni sika de wale
Yeah.
onim sa aketua ne nye ene wa pay yere ama me na ma wo ba mba cho oba ne nkwara no wo dia
Dabi.
bible ne say slave no ye Israel de no akoa no na yire ne ma no
Aye.
eye boss ne dia
Aye.
to aswe
na onko enko
enti se 6 years ni duru na 7 years ne ba ono nko anko
yeah
yes
na se akwa ne kase
enti ono nko anko na ni wura no nji na yere ne ma no
Aye.
na mpache wo be ma be no wo wiase oni munyansa ena wa ma na yere na wa wo ma na eduru 6 years 7 years a obeka se me ko na me yere ne me manka
Aye.
enti o se sakra akwa ne ka se
me do mi wura ne me yere
me do mi wura ne me yere
ene me ma
ene me ma
me pese me fa me ho ekodi a
me mpesa be fa me ho akodi a
ene ne wura ne fa ne mpra nyankopon anim
ni wura ne mfa ne mbra nyankopon anim ti ya we kura tese nye nyankopon mbra
Yeah.
ye mfa ne mbra nyankopon anim
na ofa ne mpra epono no ho
enye nyankopon Israel bosom no na odi sankwase asem no
Aye.
ye mfa ne mbra sa bosom n'anim
anapongwa ne ho
ana apungwa no ho
na ne wura ne efa fiti na so mo
na ni wura ne ntie akoa na so
na onsom no da
na onye akoa forever
Yeah.
ti we ye akoa ho mbra wahye
Yeah.
ko verse 20
verse number 20
see verse 20 no
verse 20
tie
na se obi po na ko ananafo na aba
me ba cha mu tie
eh
common sense yeah me say yeah the Bible should be banned. The Bible and the Quran should be banned from Africa. It contains violent messages.
Yeah.
The Bible and the Quran.
Yeah.
What the international television so? Na me making statement be. The best one be and I for by
yeah yeah
say. Maka se me ese meka.
Aye.
Quran the Bible na keka nsem a we have to jail these two books.
Oh, yeah.
Tie nsem ni bi.
yeah
Common sense. On this television, Facebook, and I'm when we say me ni P black e ko.
Yeah.
We nyina mo ni tia.
Yeah.
And I'm bo P black. And I'm moja efi P black enu.
areho
Na 2 days later, sabe P black wu a. Fine na e ko no. Maybe sabe.
ahin
Mwamweni tiasa mabu P black.
Aye.
Ne numu nyina moja. Na P black wu 2 days later. Enyem na mikunu. Kaina tie Bible no.
Exodus 20:20
Exodus 20 verse 21 P black.
Exodus 21:20
Exodus 21 verse 20.
na so obi po na ko ananafo na aba
Obi bo na koa ananafuna aba.
na oto ne sa no a
Wu slave. O pu slave no. Na slave ni wu. Instantly a.
re na wonto no
Yanku master no. Tie. That means ma kwan say utumi bu slave. Na mom obo no na slave ni wu a wo master no so yanku.
Aya.
To aswe
na se otna hoda ho
na obu slave no. Na slave no after beating the slave otna ho dako
ana enenu a
ana 2 days ya
wonto no re
mama nya master no hwe.
ebi se
Efri say
oye ne sika
oye ni sika.
Eh.
Bible ne say fabrofo no Bible ne say eye wu sika na de to slave.
Yeah.
Wo on kwan say wo bono. Wo bono na owu dia won so yenkun.
areho
Kan Bible no
Exodus 21:20
Exodus 21:20.
if a man takes a stick
If a man takes a stick
and beats his slave
and beat his slave,
whether male or female
whether male or female,
and the slave dies on the spot
and the slave, it is Samu Nyankopon no. On to me say nobody should beat his slave. On to me say don't beat your slave.
Yeah.
About preventing death no.
Aye.
Or my friend say to me boo slave no.
Aye.
I don't need this God. I don't care whether you call my words insult because this your book is an insult to the creator.
Aya.
Kind of
the man is to be punished
the man is to be punished.
but if the slave does not die for a day or two
But if the slave, after beating the slave does not die for a day or two,
the master is not to be punished
the master is not to be punished.
Yeah.
Not just say, "Wo boo slave." Now after 2 days, when we are found,
Hello.
meaning the Bible is giving you the authority, number one, to own a slave.
Yeah.
Number two, to beat your slaves.
Areho.
This is the book you call Holy Book. Okay. When I found home, and also forbid it, TV station. Now, all tears so. I saw for it. My bomb pressure, my swing answer. Mumusika benye dintima and canoe. Good. Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 10.
Deuteronomy 20.
Verse 10.
Verse number 10.
Deuteronomy 20, verse 10 to 20.
Yeah.
Tia.
Deuteronomy 20:10.
Deuteronomy 20:10.
Na se oben krobi eno no ekokwa.
Tie. What kind of God will give this law? Enti nyankopon on to me shamra say, memma okrobia eni krobi nkontokwa. Ahano. O ma kwan say yetume kontokwa. Enti tia kan.
Na se oben krobi eno no ekokwa.
Enti Moses ekache Israel for say wo ben krobi ene ne kwaye den.
Ekokwa.
When you self defense.
Yeah.
That means the Israelites were a bunch of warriors. Or my Israel. Beme bia ye sojeni.
Aya.
What to say? Na Israel player bi. No bo Chelsea.
Yeah.
Benayu no say Benayu.
Benayu.
Ya ka say oko Israel. Ako soja training. Sana China for so ye. Omu beme bia ye sojeni.
Yeah.
Or my Israel. Enye abofo de koma wo. Eye nipa.
Yeah.
Ka Bible no.
Na se oben krobi eno no ekokwa.
Oben krobi Deuteronomy chapter
20.
20.
Verse 10.
Verse 10 to 20.
Yeah.
Oben kro hwe na Israel for the kro ne kokon a.
Ka asundwe sem echile no.
Onya den.
Ka asundwe sem echile no.
Israel for kan asundwe nsem nkyira wo.
Na se obaw asundwe so.
Na se kro no ema answer because Israel for asundwe asem na no ani. Israel for bape. Omo ka say, "Hey, kro yaba, ye no ba be ko. Mon saranda na mon fa mu kro ne maye. Na mon nya ye nko a." That is the law. They should tell the people to surrender. To aswe.
Na se obaw asundwe so.
Na se chronicle say yo ya jiatu ye be ye monko a.
Na ohini wa.
Na obu pie gate. Na Israel for ba ebe fa krono na omo ye monko a.
Omo ye obehu won enyi to ema wo.
Oman ni tia tax. Where ye krono. Israel for ninja tax. If ebi okora ni mu. Israel for ninja tax every kwafo no.
Na onsomo.
Na kwafo ne nyanko a.
Yeah.
That means Israel for the attack kro. Mon share video on Facebook for no. Israel for the attack kro. No more surrender. Number one, they become slaves.
Yeah.
Number two, they have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
They have to become slaves forever.
Yeah.
To aso.
Na se ono an di no asundwe.
Na se nkrofo ne kasa da bi yeti ye krom. Ye de chichiri ye krom. Ye nyam body bia. Na kro ne kasa ye mpene.
Na wana eko a.
Na ye ne wi Israel be ko a.
Ende tua kro no.
Ende Israel. Muni kro ne nko.
Na se nyankopon ede won hye won sa.
Na se nyankopon de omo hye won sa tie. Se Israel nyankopon de se kro ne hye Israel fo sa. Na sa nkrofo no enye nyankopon ne bo. Se Israel nyankopon ne nkofo ne hye Israel fo sa.
Fa nkrata bobo emu mbarima nyina.
Fa se kan kum emema ni nyina. What kind of God is this? Israel fo ni kum emema ni nyina.
Na so ema
nanso ema
ene mofra
ene
efiebua ene de okrom nyina emu asade nyina de funfa
Israel funfa tie they are to kill all the men na nyankopon te soro na Israel fo ewura kro bi mu na mo atwese kan shout the second phobium me ati obi sa me what just imagine na nyankopon te so say yes I like it I like what is going on keep on killing I like it what kind of useless God is this kababro no
na di kwata fa sase nyankopon de ma wo no so
na Israel fo di asase no so
na sana ye enkura ene ontem kwan wale pi
sa na Israel fo nye enkura ene omuntem wa that means Israel fo solia omu attack kro omu nkum mema no munji kro no enkrofo ne sananda omu ndani slaves this is the God you have been following all this while read the Bible
ayenye amanama nkura ebie no
kan
na amanama nkura nyankopon de ma wo se di so no
amama nkura nyankopon de ma wo Israel se di so no
emu de ema bibia ehome enya nkwa
tie o se sa lo ne kura no eye enkuro na ewe ekire no enkuro na ewe ekire but Canaan Jebusi, Perizzite, assassin and Yankopon de ma Israel in dear Yes.
Emma be a home in Yankwa.
Mema bibi a home enyankwa.
Yeah.
To aso.
Na sound pasabasa.
Omunku. Same corona nyankopon de ma Israel for enye nyankopon Israel for bosom. Israel for nyame. O de ma Israel for de. O si o same corona omunkum bibia. Emu de omunkum oba. Omunkum bema. Omunkum benimhwie. Omunkum aponche. Bibia home omunku ni na. 34.
Any Amorifo.
Amorifo.
Canaanfo.
Any
Perisifo.
Heavy
Any Jebusifo.
Said
the Ranko Esha Wono.
Said the Yankopon Shade, Yankopon Esha, but I say, Israel for to San Crofona, kum San Crofon, and depending in Araho. What kind of God is this? Mammy, wait, let you preach with that. Wait, Yankamwasam,
Tabby.
You come once a year. To Wabodo Gonsunani Nadachi be one sa back and was for one pavo. Cababro natural. Cababro no. Now, one chemo on which what the Oyama would Navy. What do you mean pep money box? Why? Now for collection a tightening. Why? Daily TV, common sense, money box challenge. I saw him see Jai. The church is a scam. Na me kabechiro kambabro. What's the wachemu omwechiwade oyema onyame ni bi. Na omu anchirawo echiwade a omu yema omunyame ni bi. Na monye rade na nyankopon bone. Na monye nyankopon bone. Na se utua kuro bi enapi. Enti Bible ne say Israel for no esaranda kuro for so many days. Ereko afa. Tie. Na one say ba echire ho no osi omu kumu a omunkum ade bi ehome emo akra omunkum ahanso ti asem bi wa kan ye na se otua kuro bi na pie no ekon afa na se Israel for sanandi kuro no mu ni kuro na ekon for so many days ya enfa ekuma san hu nua edua a ewo kuro nim no mo mu nsai enua no na eso aba bi na die na edua ba ni bi that means omokoto mango dua momu ntwa mango dua no na mango ni bi de omutumiti bi no mu di na ebungu na momu ntwa enua no enwu na efomu dua ye onipa na mutua no na efomu dua ye nipa na wotua no enye nipa na wotua no kan na so enua wonim se eye enua wodie ni de se no na twafa ye nkro ene wodi akono ntu aban ko se obabre na ase to aso to 20 kan esi fabra fona kan. This is the God you are paying tithes to. This is the God you are serving every Saturday and Sunday. It is because you lack knowledge in the Bible.
Exodus 25.
Exodus chapter 25.
Verse number 10.
Exodus chapter 20.
Deuteronomy 25.
Be black. Men, you're confused. You're focused. Be black. Deuteronomy 20 verse 10.
Deuteronomy 20.
20:10.
Verse number 10.
Leviticus in
Deuteronomy 20:10.
Deuteronomy 20:10.
If a man becomes Deuteronomy 20:10.
Be black. Stay focused. Okay. Stay focused. Be black. Be black. Forget your friends. No. Why?
Deuteronomy 20:10.
Thank you, P Black. Deuteronomy 20 verse 10.
When you go to attack a city.
When you go to attack, when you self-defense.
Yeah.
When you go to attack a city.
First, give its people a chance to surrender.
Give its people a chance to surrender.
If they open the gate.
What kind of God will give a law for his children to fight themselves?
Yeah.
The God I know is a God of love.
Yeah.
He created everybody on this planet and values human life.
Yeah.
Any religion that tells you to take another person's life is not from the creator.
If they open the gates.
If those people open the gates
and surrender.
They
are all to become your slaves.
They are all to become your slaves. Meaning the God of the Bible agrees that you can capture a city and make them your slaves.
Yeah.
What kind of God is this? In this 21st century, we don't need this God.
Yeah.
I've told you before, the Bible is an archaic book.
Yeah.
It is an ancient book.
Yeah.
We are in the 21st century.
Yeah.
And we have to throw the Bible and the Quran away.
Yeah.
Come up, read the Bible for me.
They are all to become your slaves.
They are all to become your slaves.
And do forced labor for you.
And do forced labor. The same Bible says the Jews, the Israelites were slaves in Egypt.
Yeah.
And that God had compassion on them and saved them.
Yeah.
This same God is telling the Israelites who were once slaves to make other people slaves. Is this God normal? Read the Bible.
But if the people of that city will not surrender,
If the people of that city will not surrender,
but chose to fight,
but choose to fight,
surround it with your army.
surround it with your army.
Then when the Lord your God lets you capture the city,
The Lord your God has come.
Eh.
When that God in the Bible allows you to capture the city,
kill every man in it.
kill every man. What kind of God is so much comfortable with the killing of his own children?
Areho.
Kill all the men.
You may, however,
Take
for yourselves the women,
yourselves the women,
the children,
the
livestock,
livestock,
and everything else in the city.
and everything else in the city.
Yeah.
What kind of God will give this kind of stupid law?
Areho.
With all due respect, my brother, think.
Yeah.
Why should you believe in a book given to you by your slave master? When I get to the New Testament, you'll be shocked. Leviticus, Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 7.
Deuteronomy 24,
Deuteronomy 24, 7.
verse number 7.
Take your notebook and pen. Fawu notebook and a pen. Natural quotation.
Yeah.
Me we akwana kwa check. Na jaye chinjeje no.
Yeah.
Ma me mwani na ho. Wa kwa soli ache.
Yeah.
Wa bo afode ache.
Yeah.
Ena me twa urade anim. O twa urade anim wan. Kan Bible no.
Deuteronomy 24:7.
Deuteronomy chapter 24 verse 7.
Na se ohunu obi a owia no nuanom Israel fuo no mu bi.
O se wuhu obi. Se owia Israel. Enu kwa ye Israel fo.
Yeah.
Owia Israel fo ni bi.
Na se odi ne nya.
Na odi Israel ni nya.
Ana se oton no a.
Ana se okoton we human trafficking.
Yeah.
Na okoton Israel ni na.
Ene owifo na ewu.
Eni say nipa no yes ade no ye nku no.
Yeah.
Meaning Israel ni dey special.
Yeah.
Obi wia Israel ni na okoton na ye nku no.
Yeah.
To aso e.
Na shipon no efiri mu.
Na ye pon ni firi mu.
Na hweye e okwata ade ho.
Ah?
Na hweye e okwata ade ho. Na waye
Okay, When say Israel ni dey, or say Israel ni obi koton Israel ni akan brofo no. Obi capture Israel ni. Na otetie no. Ana oton ne dia. Yenku nipa.
Yeah.
That means the life of the Israelites is so precious in the eye of this God.
Yeah.
This God is protecting only the Israelites.
Yeah.
I am telling you, even if the God in the Bible exists, he is only the God of Israel. Look for your God.
Yeah. Deuteronomy 24:7.
Deuteronomy 24:7.
Whoever kidnaps a fellow Israelite
Whoever kidnaps a fellow Israelite
and makes him his slave, or sells him into slavery, is to be put to death. Yeah.
Why is it that this same God was sitting down whilst our ancestors were being sold into slavery? This God lacks common sense. What are you telling me? Anybody who argues with me doesn't have a brain. I'm telling you today.
Yeah.
When you doubt what I'm saying, I give you proof. I give you evidence from your own book.
Yeah.
And you insult me. It means you don't even believe in your own book. Be black. After you call Leviticus chapter 25, verse 38 to 55.
Leviticus 25.
Now, baby, a message in a drew. No, I am proud. Now, Sadaka Sia and come on Daily TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can lie about us.
Yeah.
Me, Be Black, Daily TV. Mubet me control. Mubet me a boy a whoop.
Yeah.
Mubet me the baby. But there is one thing I want to tell everybody. You can never stop us. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I speak as if I have 10,000 ancestors behind me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you think I don't know what I'm doing, eh?
Yeah.
Meaning can you about them?
Leviticus 25:39.
Leviticus chapter 25, verse 39.
Na se ehia unu awa wo nchen.
Tie, where you Israel for the amimbo so kakra. Ne yantoaso.
Yeah.
Judges chapter 4, verse 19.
Was that okachen say?
Na woka kire ne say.
Mam su kakra na me no.
Mam nsuo kakra na me no.
Na sukom edeme.
Na sukom edeme. Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 11.
What's that in so?
Osine nsuo nso.
Susunanom.
Ene meja kakra no. Be black. Leviticus
25:39.
Leviticus chapter 25 verse number 38.
38.
Verse 38.
What's mini rade bunyankopon?
Mini ewrade munyankopon.
Am you musum asaso?
Wọ́n say no Bible munyankopon na ekasa no.
Yeah.
Mi koyi mu Israel for every Egypt enkoasum no.
Se me de Canaan asase ema mo.
Se me de Canaan asase me de ema mo.
Na maye munyankopon no.
Na me yemu Israel for tia o ye Ghana ni a sa nyankopon no onimu. Nyankopon no Bible mu no or ye the God of Israel. Nyankopon e fe na Allah. No wo Quran mo no or ye God of the Arabs. Enu tira be ye nkremuni a ne ama Arabic name. Ne wo say wo kenkan Quran na ye bisa say wa kenkan Arab na ma wani na ho na wa ye la kenkan na ye mba be
na se ehia unya owa wo nchen
o se ehia wunua Israel ni owa wo nchen
na oton no ma wa
na ye ton ne ma ye nyankopon no kra kire say ne ma Israel for no kra ye ton mi ton na ye ton ne ma
eni no nya
men tete no men want the pressure men ni nya
na mom on tan won chen say opani
Israel ni no so ye Israel ni a embra ni on tan won chen say opani
eni otudanfo
o ye Israel ni a men treat it say o ye slave to aso kan
na onso mo kosi awse pe afasha ne so
na onso mo ye kan law no e wo Exodus chapter 21 enti obasomo for 6 years on the 7th year no na wa maneko to aso e
eno en ofu nchen
eno after 7 years no eno ofiri wo nchen
wono ene ne manyina
wono ene ne manyina
na onsa ne ko ne busuafo
na onsa ko ne busuafo
ne janom ade a odi so no ho
ene ne janom ejapade nchen
na oyeme nko am yi won firi mizu asaso no
na Israel fo eyo no nyankopon ne nko a oyi omufiri Egypt asase so
na won ton nko aton
na Israel ni die yenton wo nko aton tie Israel ni die ya akoa enye ye na moati ase se nyame na wo som no oye Israel for dia enu nti na moto nyom wo ye Ganani wo ye Asantini wo ye Achimini wo ye Eveni wo ye Enkreni na nso se wusi aso dem a enwum a moto nyina ne da
Yehovah dele maino becha epono receive by Israel. Oh Israel, any beje, hallelujah. Danona Israel, any beje.
Who is Israeli?
Oh, Israeli.
Who is Israeli?
Of Ghana.
I don't know how to say. Danona Ghana, any beje. Danona Togo, any Danona China, any.
Oh, I said you know.
Kena Juma, body ne bread, kinkai. Na yemba dem
what's one to one kwaton
na Israel for de yem ton won enkwaton
na efanya di ehye no so
na Israel di de men tete no
na suro urade nyankopon
na suro urade nyankopon
na wakwa no afena a obenya no
ade gon tia na wakoa ene wafena who made enye made kra slaves wo pese gunya no
wa amanamai ogu mo ho no
amamai na gugu mo ho no
wo mu na to akwa na mfena
wo mu na to akwa na mfena nyankopon say Israel ni pe slave mo fa Israel ni nye slave Israel ni kra de ho ba so ye slave mo treat ni say slave dem mom Israel ni pe slave wa ombra Ghana China Cote d'Ivoire India Cameroon Morocco Congo Canada Spain Italy no munye ye slave this God is not the God of the whole universe. Ubeti asia. Na no kreye ba ko pe. Menya printing press. Mame Bible no me na metrai. Na na abu afu. Kan Bible no.
Was the awa wo to abetam mo nchen no.
Awa na wei na akoa bi me mpese me body dim kra no we me bo se. Wa sha atade kokko tin na ne hodene wo san kirem. Seto wo ba adwuma. Seto akwa no 100 no mame ka babro no
wose ahowa wo to abetam mo nchen no ma no so
ahoho omo betna Israel for the nchen omoma ye from ghetto shaft resident alien I have studied Judaism enti minim the Jewish law obi a wakotena Israel for ne nchen so
monto wo mu bi
omoma no Israel for ne nto yen Gentiles ni bi
ene obusuafo a won mo tie
tina enche na Israel for say ebibifo yina nkomu krom
hanya
Israel kro no oso obi ankoni krom ye tina ho ze yere tutu ye nan said ye kwantufo rituo yere tutu ye nan said ye kwantufo rituo dada yeri tutuhu yeri tu yeri ko Zion haye Zion kro fefeni wo ehona yebetna dada Zion eye Israel wo kwatna ho dada eni esi ko kro no kwada kwatna ho wani su de briw ka ba bro no
wasi monto wo mu bi
uba kotu de tenya uba kotu de tenya hey Christopher de enum de botwetwa bi
anya easy
ko uba kotu de tenya o de bomb be sawa ya se wa yesterday omo Israel for no ko munya asomdwe da ka ba bro no mtie
wasi na monto wo mu bi
na monto yen amame mufuo ni bi
ene omobusuafo no mo tie
eni kan
awawo mo asase so no bi
yen amame mufuo a ye wo yen wo Israel asase so omo nto yen
na wo ye mo ejapade
na yen ye Israel for no ejapade
na mo ja omo ma o mochi
na ye be yen kwa ye be ye slaves na say Israel ni be wu a we ja yen slaves no e de amane ma
ayo mo awunyade
na ya dane omo ahunyade
ene ade a wodi so da
ene ade a omuji so da
na won so mo nkwasom
na yen som enkwasom nyame beyini people like kind
wasi na munu anom Israel for de
na wunu anom Israel for de
obi a fa nyade enhye ne nua so
memma wo bia mfa eniyade enhye Israel ni so
na se onche ohoho
na se wonchen hoho
ana otubrafo bi nsem o bibi
bia me ya mama muni me ya Gentile makotena Israel na me nso me ya Gentile ba me wo Israel ena me wo sika
na ehia onua ode wo ho no
na ehia Israel ni me Ghana ni makotena Israel because I had man chiremu a so for me be use wo aka say hey Abraham ya azan wan chirem ti anso me ye Ghana ni makotena Israel me wo sika na ehia Israel ni
na so oton ma oho a wo tu abata mo nchen
na Israel ni no ye ton ne ma me ohoko no
ana ho no ebusuan mu ni pa bia
ana ohoko no ebusuan ni bia
ene ne ton echi no
ene Israel ni no won say yen Gentiles na de ye slaves forever Israel ni ton echi no
won ma no ne je ho kwan
ye on kwan say Israel ni de ye be tono na ye gene free Gentile ni nsem to aso
ni nua no baako enche no
Israel ni baako embe tono no nje no
ana se ne janua
ana ne janua
ana ne janua ba nje no
ana ne janua ba ne family member embe toni free me ho
ana se
ne
busuamu omoje bi enje no
ne busuamu moje bi mbeje no
ana se ne nsem o bibia
na se ne nsem o bibia
onje ne ho
onje ana se Israel no osum ya na onyisika ono atumi tue sika ma me na wade ne ho no ko kai
na one de oton no ebu nkonta free afia oton no ma no so
afei Israel ni na me amame mu ni matono no eduru time na otua sika na oso okwa one me be ye calculation one me ntnase na one me mu nkonta
enkosi awosepa afahye no so
enkosi awosepa afahye no so
na ne tia de enye se de enfie dodo ne tie
na ne tia de enye se de enfie dodo ne tie
one no asetena enye se opani na
many Israel ni ntna se opani na
se enfie no eda so do so a
se enfie na so do so a
ne tisika ne mu agye ade a obedane ama no ndo saa
o se Israel ni no ye calculation na ne balance ni ye heavy money a on jiska no se Israel ni kura je no wan ko sanche balance Israel ni be ya akwa o se be ntiti ni sa akwa ma ne nye se opani okwa wo je ne balance kai
na se aka enfie kakra bi
na mum saka years kitwa bi
na edu ahosepa afahye no so a
na eduru 7 years na
ombu ma no
and ska kakra na aka no buma no
na ne fie no ano pe na onda ne gye ade ma no
ne fie na no pe na me na ne sika aka na me fema no
one na asetena nye se opani de afi
me ne na asetena enye se opani de afi
na onfanya de enhye no so o wenim
Israel no me ne kwan se metete no o ye slave ku asa man respect essence o ye Israel o ye sure se nyankopon no boss no asase na se samra we ka babro no
na se onfa wenim so anje no a
na se onfa wenim so anje no a ene
awon sepa afahye no mu no
awon sepa afahye no
onfa no nkodi
Israel no fa no nkodi
ono ne no manyina
meaning Israel no so 7 years automatically away bass yeah mama before they slaves forever. What kind of God is this? I don't need this God. Deuteronomy chapter 23 Fanokraton check New Testament. Ephesians 6:1. Ephesians 6:1. Tia.
Ephesians 6.
Ephesians 6:1.
Verse number 1.
Ombe slaves. Now him say, the slave trade neighbor. There was special Bible. The Bible.
Yeah.
The slave Bible. We chap the free Bible. That Bible verses na kakra na kaniti. Yaba New Testament. Ephesians 6:1. Then you win. Children, obey your parents in the Lord. For this is right. This is the first commandment with a promise. Why can you pass here?
Ephesians 6:1.
Ephesians 6:1.
What's Emma?
Or start free and kodaso. Emma.
Muntie mo afa sem eradimo.
Muntie mo awofo asem ewe uradimo. Eye perfect. Trust way.
Na we enetene.
Na we enetene.
Di weja eno nani.
Di weja ene wunani.
Na we ni emranse medi kan abahye wo mu.
We ni emranse medi kan a bohye wo mu. Ero de Sunday school wati. Ye kwa ase ho. Kai
na ewie wiye.
Na ewie mu yi.
Na ona ware asase no so.
Na wona ware wa asase no so.
Na ejanom.
Oba papafo no. Ene awofo no. Wasi ejanom.
Munhye mo ma ebufuo.
Munhye mo ba ebufuo.
Nemom. Munye omo ewrade kasachile.
Se wo ba tete no wo ewrade kasachile.
Ne nyansachile mu.
Ene nyan common sense. Ene nyansachile mu.
Enkwa.
Hwan?
Enkwa.
Hwan?
Enkwa.
Wo se we wie ema. Wo se wa ba ejanom. Oba slaves. Nyankopon we je enkwa suntum. Osi enkwa.
Momfa suro na popo ente mo honam fem wuranom asem enfim akoma mu.
Momfa suro ene kan popo. Entie mo honam fem masters. This is a verse for the blacks who were slaves. Kai
was said mo yema Kristo no.
Osi oye slave suro wo master. It is said the oyema Kristo no. So mbeti asole wa Africa no. Je no mo de ya ni o. Wo dim se nsole no. Omuti ni nsole ye di kan ba ye no. Omuti ni na wo slave castle. Na me mbo point. In the slave trade, me pa chao video no nya ready ma me. Mama video no nya ready. Manu sipe ye kotie video. Why? Rabbi Akwete ye nua nkran ba. Rabbi Akwete. Sia dia ye research. But or Jew for nafa. No penny problem, but ebia kakra. Be ye. Why? Oh, no, so I research a or Becassa we be. Why? Research actually say slave trade no and lasted for 400 years. 400 years now. On before 60 million slaves. 60 million slaves. Slaves and Baku 60 million. 60 million slaves no e be free north e be free wenchi no many ade slaves on the fire no e mu 12 million per ene koduri meaning 48 million slaves died. 48 million slaves, more than the population of Ghana now. Slaves say we ye omo ye rape omo omo ye do mu free north ba wo wo keke omo emo achi e biwe omo ye to omo gu apunim omo ye bo omo ku omo omo ye rape omo wi e ye 48 million abrofo no ships no mo dey buy anybody slaves no ships no na ye from the floating coffin efuludaka eda ensuo so ehyen no mo dey fa ye nananom e de omo ko abrochi mem e bi ko pie Brazil no me ade no ko do ahwede e bi ko ye cotton farm per movie I for the 12 years a slave and a root and a kuntakinte the ships no floating coffins no edini bini the good ship Jesus boat ba ku din no ship ba ku din e the hope ba ku din e the liberty ba ku din e the Santa Maria as a Chinese say Saint Mary and ba ku su di edin e the glory of Africa ships ni din no na de di kan no and the good ship Jesus afei en sole starting e wo Cape Coast Castle. Methodist actually. Started Cape Coast Castle. Baby ayena nanu we slaves no. E wa no moti asole. Baby slaves ni guno. Na slaves ni wo form a e soro ko no mo ya asole. Love your neighbor as yourself. Na ye ka ne wo soro ko. Na ye nanu gu ase ye wo. Daily TV, you be called Cape Coast Castle. Elimina Castle. Why? What? Now, you be watching some. Now we be show. Now your friend on castle. And your castle. And your dungeons. It was from the Cape Coast dungeon. Elimina dungeon. Christian Bank dungeon. And you su castle. I no keep slaves. Ya ton yen ya hinfo Ghana for the be cranky to me san ton yen aweho any ene Bible ne Quran Arab for ne ba first the Quran ne be slaves woni mu aye research we nkremoni na wako university we somebody with credentials na woni na wudi chimu a then one kasa your knowledge is down your research Roman Catholic Church Roman Asole, yet in the Elimina Castle. Presbyterian Church, yet in Osu Castle. Methodist Church, Anglican, now on top. Anglican Soleno, the Church of England. And yet, and I was top no. Slave was here, there was so. Share with the Muntie, share pictures. Pictures of Cape Coast Castle and Elimina Castle. Wo better castle bi wechi kasano eya rabbi akwete na meka na so. Ye nua Ghana ni a wo sua de. Muntie just 1 minute pe tie. Mobbo.
Statistics show that about 60 million were enslaved during the 400-year period of slave business. Out of the 60 million, only 12 million made the voyage across the Atlantic. Do the math. About 48 million perished. Compare that to the population of Ghana, which is about 28 million. These slave ships, called floating coffins, had ironic names like Jesus, Hope, Liberty, Brotherhood, Santa Maria, God is Able, Glory of Africa. The Methodist Church started from the courtyard of the Cape Coast Castle. The Catholic Church started from the Elmina Castle. The Presbyterian Church started from the Christianborg Castle in Accra. The First Church of England, the Society for the Propagation of the Gospel, SPG Church, is now the Anglican Church. This First Church of England, the Society for the Propagation of the Gospel, SPG Church, was built on top of the male dungeons. At the Elmina Castle, the Dutch had their church above the female dungeons. Look at this picture. Whilst they were upstairs in their churches, worshiping, praising, teaching, love your neighbor as yourself, slaves were in the dungeons right beneath them, crying, hungry, suffering, and dying. Heaven was above, and hell was literally below.
Say we be a Ghana ni na still what to na dream no wo didi atam aweho be black enko Bible ni Ephesians chapter 6 no udru verse
number 5
verse 5
was enkwa
o say we slave into slave verses de bi ni ye wo video so bi ye di shemu pe on be block yen e wo YouTube on be block yen e wo Facebook say ye frame me to me post to me page wo me post to a page wo pe on be block yen kan
Ephesians 6:5
was
enkwa
o say enkoa
mo fa so ne ampopo entie mo honam fam wura no asem
mo fa so ni ahopopo entie mo honam fam eye slave master no
right free mo akoma mu say da mo yema Kristo no
so slave master et said the wusuro nyankopon
na enye eni susun mu
me enye nani so enye se wo master no ba slave master no wa no why you so respect no
say wona wo so ni penny
say wona wo so ni penny
dem mo say Kristo nkwa ofi akoma mu ya onyankopɔ apɛdeɛ.
Nemu free wakumem u slave master no obu kura soro no. They tell say obu kura yekom no. Make to what they are telling. To verse 9.
Yeah. No what the adwempa so say woyema Awurade.
Now, we ye slave for adwempa. A slave. And to say what the year Awurade. When ye Christos mu.
Yeah.
A being a good slave.
Yeah.
The verse in here. Mr. Sunday Abbey. Saturday Abbey. Won't answer for the questions.
Yeah.
Where New Testament.
Kind. What the adwempa so say woyema Awurade.
Now for adwempa. A slave. To say, it's in your maybe not to my slave and then no catch slave, necessary slave in your bottle. Now one brother was no one cheer master. To say, dear, why am I?
Na any part.
Na any part.
Na money say papa bia obiabe no.
Na money say papa bia obiabe.
Akwa o. Odihie o. Eno akonta no benya Awurade asem.
Oh say, eno akonta e na benya no.
Awurade nsem. Verse number 9.
Verse 9.
Na ewuranom. Monya wenuma nso emo omo. O say
wo ye slave master je wei ema nkoa no
na mombre atiatia ase
yeah. Meaning ubetumi atia won but eya atobo
yeah.
To aso
na monim say was if say monim say wone mo aso ura e wo soro
monso mu master e wo soro
na nipa nim hwe bia animu
na nipa nim hwe bia anim
yeah.
In a nutshell waje nkoa so atom
yeah.
We ye slave wa tie wu slave master good kan brofo no na yembra down. First Timothy beso, Colossians beso, Luke beso. Why? First Peter beso. Why? We are near beer phone lines. Why? Beer phone lines. Some from Mubisa question. Children, obey your parents in the Lord. But this is right. Honor your father and mother. This is the first commandment we promise. They go as your watch checking.
Ephesians 6:5.
Says verse 5. Slaves.
Obey your human masters.
Obey. This has nothing to do with Christianity. It is purely slavery.
Yeah.
Read the Bible.
Obey your human masters.
Slaves, obey your human masters.
With fear and trembling.
With fear and trembling.
Do it with sincere heart.
Do it with sincere heart.
As though you were serving Christ.
As though you were serving Christ.
Do this not only when they are watching you.
Do this not only when your slave master is watching you, because they knew the slave will come back to his conscious.
Yeah.
The slave will come back to his senses.
Yeah.
And will plan to escape.
Yeah.
Or fight in the absence of the master.
Yeah.
So look at what they are telling us.
Because you want to gain their approval.
Because you want to gain the approval.
But with all your heart.
But with all your heart.
Do what God wants.
Do what God wants.
As slaves of Christ.
As slaves of Christ.
Do your work as a slave cheerfully.
Do your work as a slave cheerfully. I will never dream of becoming a slave.
Yeah.
I will rather die standing than to live on my knees.
Yeah.
I'm telling you today. Yeah. I will rather die standing than to live on my knees.
Yeah.
Read.
As though you serve the Lord.
As though you serve the Lord.
And not a merely man.
And not a merely man.
Remember that.
Remember that.
The Lord will reward everyone.
The Lord will reward everyone.
Whether slave or free.
Whether slave or free.
For the good work he does.
For the good work he does. Why can't this God save me from slavery, but rather telling me to be a good slave? First Timothy chapter 6, verse 1 and 2.
First Timothy 6.
1 and 2.
Verse number 1.
4 lines. Jesus
yeah.
And the Bible what watching it. Me starting Jesus whole lesson. Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14. Isaiah chapter 53. Me starting Jesus. Now me checking Jesus. Me so Jesus move with the Bible. Me scatter Jesus without mercy. Me even if Jesus existed, he will beg me on the judgment day.
Yeah.
Now me come to know. He never existed.
Yeah.
He was invented.
Yeah.
If you watch the family members of Jesus, it includes Kwekwanansi, Captain Planet, Spider-Man, Scooby-Doo, 2 Stupid Dogs, DuckTales, Tom and Jerry. People like Kambabno.
First Timothy 6.
First Timothy chapter 6, verse 1 and 2.
Was in Quadodo Wokuni Asiano.
I see in Quadodo Wokunia. No more Adibia Modesha Yakon, any friend of Kuniano. Here and Kwa omo konua aseno
embu owuranum se eni die nyina
omo fa respect emo masters
na nyankopon din ni nchechele no ho anhura
na se de be ya nyankopon din ni nchechele de fi ama ho
yeah
to ya akoa na chengu nsa ya de chinya to konwa
yeah
for respect ma wo boss
yeah
said ya be ya Yesu jidie na asem ama ho nonsense what kind of stupid verse is this these are the verses they used for our ancestors when they made them slaves kind
wasi na ema wona wo wuranom jidie embu won enimtia
ema wona wo ewuranom a wo ye ejidifuo no emu won enimtia
se wo ye enuanom
na
mom wonso won yie
na mom wo ye akoa som o master ni yie
efri se wona wonya yeye mu bibi no eye ejidifo
kan
ene adofo
to kan
wonu e na chechele na tunfo
enkwase asem we ne en church ne tunfo kan brofo no mama we now and obi kan alidu and his goats Jesus ebusuafo no alidu and his goats people like kan
1 Timothy 6:1
mama we ni ada wo rough after be ni mo she na mo ni me hia daily TV so ne yaba why eduru baby na yenya bo me ka kira mo if you are not ready to support this movement our ancestors will choose someone to push us nobody can stand us kind people like
those who are slaves
what kind Bible verse man tie with
1 Timothy 6:1
people like end up so you careless kind Bible verse man tie with ko come na kind
1 Timothy 6:1
1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 1 and 2
those who are slaves must consider their masters worthy of all respect
must consider their masters, that is the slave master, worthy of all respect,
so that no one will speak evil of the name of God.
No one will speak evil of the name of God.
And of
meaning, I should be a good slave so that somebody will bless God. Is that what you are telling me? I don't need the God who is comfortable for one of his creation to become a slave. I've told you. And I'm telling you again, I, Abraham bin Moshe, would rather stand dying than to live on my knees. People like kind.
And of our teaching.
Slaves
belonging to Christ.
Belonging to Christ.
Slaves belonging to Christian masters.
Meaning Christians were also owning slaves. Who were the Christians? The missionaries were having slaves. And this was the verse invented for them. Read the Bible for me.
Slaves belonging to Christian masters.
Must not despise them.
For they are their brothers.
I'm your brother and I'm your slave. Is the master and the slave equal?
No.
It's about time we come together. Demonstrate against this book to be bound in this country. I'm telling you. If this is not done, I, Abraham bin Moshe, will take the Bible to court and we will ban this book. This book doesn't deserve to be taught in any school. Now me come to go UK, go US, go Germany, go Britain. You teaching Bible school. Now, obi the Bible school. I was United States. Now I have got Bible. Say John 3:16. Deuteronomy chapter 21 verse 18. When you see the Bible. Colossians 4:1. Maybe code. Colossians 4:1. After the bedroom baby, Obakai HD. No one can name the message. Colossians 4:1. Colossians 4:1.
Was it Iranum?
Was it masters? No. Ewurano.
Monfa de etene. Na eye pe emankwa.
Ene de eye pe emankwa.
If say.
Efri say.
Munim se mon somu owura e wosoro.
Munim se mon masters na somu wo master e wosoro. So say we slave master for the ye good emakwa. Number one, nobody deserves to be a slave in the sight of God and Jesus. And once, slave, no, there is a problem. Verse chapter 3, Colossians 3, verse 20. Now, kind embassy 4:1.
Colossians 3:20.
Once I can 4:1 na masters need treaty slaves ni good. But 3:20.
What's Emma?
Kind verse no.
Colossians 3:20.
Colossians 3:20.
What's Emma?
Tia fe. Emma.
Mumtie mo afo asem ade nyina ho.
Children, obey your parents in the enwani.
Yeah.
Muntie mo awofo ade nyina.
Na we na eso awurade ni.
Na we na eso awurade ni.
Na ejanom.
Na ejanom wa fathers. Ejanom.
Mo nshi mo ma ebufuo.
Colossians, Ephesians and 1 and 1 over 2 photocopy abesha.
Yeah.
Kind.
Na omakuma entu.
No makuma entu.
Na enkoa.
Na slaves enkoa.
Muntie mo honam fam wuranom asem ade nyina ho.
Muntie mo honam fam ewuranom asem ade nyina. Na
enye eni susum mu.
Na mo nye ne susum mu.
Se wona woso enipa ni.
Se wona woso nipa ni.
Na mom akoma kron mu.
Na mom fa akoma kron.
Se wona osuro awurade.
Wona wo yakoa se di osuro awurade. Na
adwuma bia mo ye no.
Na adwuma bia slaves oya
mo fi okra mo nya ne se mo yema ewade
fi wo kre mo yema wo master et say Jesus na no mo din be jimi ye o yes said your maye Yesu ti na wo jitum so ye Kristo akoa kan ye
na mo nyema enipa
na mo nyema enipa
ebi se munim se ewade se na mbenya ejapade
Nyankopon se won se wo ye slave na wo bre na ye jimi no wo benya ewade nsem ejapade I hear heaven. I don't need a God who will allow me to become a slave here and to become precious in his sight. In a heaven I have not seen before. Kind.
Mebenya ejapade saketua.
Na benya ejapade saketua.
Na ewade Kristo ena mosom no.
Na ewade Kristo ena mosom no.
Na de oye de ten no.
Na de oye de ten no.
Benya de wase na de oye de enten no.
Na de oye de enten no.
Benya de enten a oye no saketua.
Obeya de enten. That means we a slave. Na we yes oba rebel e be kontokwa. Ubenya de enten so aketua.
Na nipa enim hwe enimu.
Na nipa enim hwe nim.
Chapter 4 verse 1.
Chapter 4 verse 1.
Ewuranom. Momfa de tene. Na eye pe ema nkoa.
Ada na onka nche ewuranom say nobody deserves to be a slave. It's the orphan slave no on an entrance enemy. Ada Bible na nkasa. Be like, hey, 1 Peter chapter 6. 1 Peter 2:16. 1
Peter 2:16.
1 Peter man kan 16 answer. Me be chiro mu code bi. 1 Peter 2:21. Ahanati. Ye be kan brofo no. 1 Peter 2:21. Hwade. Mama phone numbers ni ready. Manusia ye be booking Leopold'S letter. Na we Rabbi Akwete video no de castle ni twem no. Ye wie pe phone line. People are kind.
1 Peter 2:21.
Ahade Kristo ni bi ateda.
Yeah.
Hwe me nia he. Hwe omwe jimi ye papa. Me na ka me kira wo. Na mema mo ani ada ho. What? People are kind.
Was we no body frame o.
Eye we 1 Peter 2:21. We ena ye body we enti we no eye den egu ekire ho. Ye be start from verse 16.
Yo.
Ye be ko ekire ho. Na de obeti nsem. People are kind hana.
Was we no body frame o.
Eye we minimum ade kro. Ye ko reverse ya be ho. Bible na duru ba bia. Ye kan the backwards. Way any body kire mo.
If say Kristo so ehu amane ma mo.
If we say Jesus e be hu na amane. Na duru ha no. Obi ankai amane a Jesus wi. Ebro. Ye de dadoesi ni nsem ye kun no. Jesus brai ye bonasum ye tuntosio gu no so. Jesus e kun amane ma mo.
Eja mo hweso.
E na oja mo ne ye wan. Ubehu krofokro. E na Jesus ja mo ehweso.
Se mudi nana mo echi.
Se we di Jesus ye echi. Enye Kristofo. Enye Kristofo. Verse 16 na fe 21. 1
Peter 2:16.
Oni slaves na ekasa. Oni slaves na ekasa. Maba reverse 16 to 21.
Se inipa ode wo ho.
Verse 16. Kai
se inipa ode wo ho.
Se inipa ode wo ho.
Na nye se wona ode anfodie no aye bone peso nkataso. Na emom se Nyankopon koa.
Se ubeye Nyankopon akoa. Fefefe. Tuaso.
Na mundi ni panyine ni.
Mundi ni panyine we kra che se Roman Empire e na ekreti ade no. Tie code no verse 17 say mundi ni panyine ni. Na mondo enuanom. Munsuro Onyankopon. Na mundi ohene ni. Na mundi ohene emperor which is the Roman Empire. Na mundi ni efie nipa. Mumfa so nyina embrem ho ase. Mumfa efie nipa is slaves. We dey baba brofo no. Who is slave? Jadian. Na efie nipa. Mumfa so nyina embrem ho ase. Which is a slave. Mumfa esuro nyina fear embrem ho ase. Ema mu wuranom. Ema mu boss mu wuranom. Na enye wona wo ye na wodwonko. Enye mu boss wa omu ye good na omu dwonko. Na wona wo chia nso bi. Na mu boss fo a omu chia. That means slave master and it's the more deno.
Yeah.
Still respect no.
Yeah.
Kind.
Now where Adam?
Now we slave master the three more dena all pona or bravo wasano. Adam.
Say Yankopon ahunimti.
Say Yankopon ahunimti.
Obi di awerɛhoɔ hu no amane a ɛntene.
Would they awerɛho ebe hunu amane a entry. That means slave wa yeah bo. Mo we chi na papai na wutie no.
Yeah.
O ya mewura.
Kan na ogyina mu.
Na wugina na maabo ne ebro ni rape nim.
Yeah. Na ɛyɛ animonyam bɛn.
O se ɛyɛ animonyam bɛn.
Sɛ mo fom na mo wɔse na sɛ ɛyɛ animonyam bɛn.
Ɛyɛ animonyam bɛn.
Sɛ mo fom.
Sɛ mo fom.
Na ɔbobɔ mo ekuturuku.
Na ye bobɔ mo eku. That means why a mistake na ye boa animonyam bi anim. That means slave obey mistake ye be bo no animonyam bi anim.
Yeah.
To aso
Na mo tom bo asegye.
Na mo tom bo asegye. That means ye boa why a mistake there and ye bo. Uye slave nti wato bo ase brofo no beba behu and wato bo na wogye.
Na mom sɛ mo yɛ papa.
Na mom sɛ wo ye slave obeye papa.
Na mo hunu amane.
Na obehu na amane.
Na mo tom bo ase ya.
Na slave wa ye papa. Na ye bo na obeto bo ase ya.
We na ɛyɛ adom Nyankopɔn anim.
We na ye good Nyankopɔn anim. Slave wa ye hwew. Na onya hwe. Na obeye din. E na Yesu ani gye ho. To aso
verse 21.
Verse 21.
Na we na obodi Ephraim mo.
Enti enkoa na ye bomo. Abramu nya mistake no. Eye enu nti e na ye bo din Ephraim mo.
If say Christo so ehu amane.
Efiri se wo ye slave na ye bo na wonti ase a enu nti e na Yesu Jesus from no obewu na mane ma no.
Eja mo hweso.
E na omu Jesus according to Bible it said ye onye body bia e na ye bo no e na Jesus ja hweso say
se mudi nana mo echi
ye jimi nti ye ne n'echi ambrofo no me I will scatter this book Avram bin Moshe me na ne me yehia tie brofo no dwene ba ya adwuma.
1 Peter chapter 2. You come from 16 ban.
Na book we ka tell say ye frɛ baby bu nsɛm gya na wagye di tia
1 Peter 2:16.
Biblia kan ba bro no
Was it live as free people?
Live as free people.
Do not however
use
your freedom to cover up any evil.
Okay.
But live as God's slaves.
Live as God's slaves. This was a verse for the slaves.
Yeah.
That means being a slave means you are a slave for God.
Yeah.
Continue.
Respect everyone.
Respect everyone.
Love your fellow believers.
Love your fellow believers.
Honor God.
Honor God.
And respect the empire.
And respect the emperor. Who is the emperor? That means it was during the Roman Empire. They invented the New Testament.
Yeah.
Continue.
You servants must submit to your masters.
You servants, that is the slaves, must submit to the slave master.
And show them complete respect.
And show the slave master complete respect.
Not only to those who are kind.
Not only to the slave masters who are kind
and considerate.
But also
to those who are harsh.
Show respect to your slave masters who are harsh.
God will bless you for this.
God will bless you for this. For being a good slave, God will bless you. I don't need, with all due respect, this stupid God who is telling me to be a good slave for a wicked slave master. Nonsense. Read the Bible. Kind.
What's it? If you endure the pain of undeserved suffering.
If you endure the pain of undeserved suffering.
Because you are conscious of evil.
Because you are conscious of evil.
For what credit is there if you endure the beatings you deserve?
For what credit is there if you endure the beatings you deserve?
For having done wrong.
For having done wrong.
But if you endure suffering.
But the slave, if you endure the suffering.
Even when you have done right.
Even when you have done right. Meaning, when a slave is being beaten for doing the right thing.
God will bless you for it.
God will bless you for it.
Yeah.
Hey. Did you hear that quote? People like, go back and read it again.
For what credit is there?
For what credit? This is a verse directed, aimed at the slave.
Yeah.
For what credit is there?
If you endure the beating you deserve.
If you endure the beating you deserve.
For having done wrong.
Meaning, a slave, who did what is wrong and was beaten.
Yeah.
Meaning you don't deserve anything.
Yeah.
You did wrong and you were beaten.
Yeah.
Continue.
But if you endure suffering,
But as a slave, if you endure the beating,
even when you have done right,
even when you did what is right,
God will bless you for it.
Even when a slave did what is right and was beaten,
God will bless you for it.
God will bless you for it.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? A slave doing what is right and being beaten by the slave master will be blessed by God.
Yeah.
It is about time we throw this foolish book away. If you don't understand me calling this book a foolish book, take the number and call me for a debate.
Yeah.
It's about time we wise up as a people.
Yeah.
We wise up as a race.
Yeah.
We are in the 21st century.
Yeah.
China is going forward. India is going forward. Other nations are doing all they can to compete with the nations that are up there. And we are here building a cathedral. I've never seen a useless nation like Ghana before.
Oh yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Let's go for a commercial break. Break. Be phone lines. Useless nation like this. Because of this useless book. 2020. Commercial break. Why? I've been
What in the break? Yeah.
Fititetetere de bepemne insuhwem amayati asese nsu eyenkwa na asase edawe emu hanchichemu aduoson so eyensu na sete saade a denti na wotena se emansukom ane nsu enwanwo yiraw emawani tuka wonsem erade na ye drilling company limited won ababe so how bebria na nipa na mu efa nsu ho wobetu asase yem kopem se wobetu nsu pa ehotew ne watu ade amawo borehole drilling yayebi water treatment services yaye visibility studies ehun se baabia wo kire yense yentuno ayade ebetu nsu asase ne yem ansa ne yetu yaye hand and electronic pump installation hydrofracture yade machines ahoro esi asase nani ne yatu nsu na fi baabi biare wa begu faako yem borehole drilling no ehotew utimenom wode horade egware mpa unya ohaw ankrankrai afiesim apartment ahoro insurance hotels estate developers washing bay nyumeku momre ne rade na aye drilling company limited yabebu amwenye super putu yang was 0245 636 634 and 02471 714 72. Erade na aye drilling company limited. This is Su Ayenkwa.
Per money box are solid the jaiko.
Yeah.
Per money box mienu baako to din tight. Na baako to din collection. Sika na de kwa solid fegum festival. December bi so. Sika obenya no. Febi mo ma me no papa. Na de aka ne fe bobra. Simple. Yeah. Verses are make to yi. Verse ben and me go to free daily graphic.
David.
Me patch verse ben and me go to free Ghanaian Times. Me patch verse ben and me quote you from Common Sense chapter 2 verse 11 book. Wow, Bible. You don't know and I'm teaching you. Okay? The Bible is a coded book. And I'm here to decode it for free. Phone lines in the go on. And they yan chat bebre yes ramu. Yes ramu. Yan chat too much. Yan preference bebre. Question. Yan kwase. The book ya bro papa and a man for didi ho a man for didi say obi pastor for juma na wa fa juma pa when the catchers obi pastor it is the most useless work you know to the code in say juma pa and aso for we didi and aso for respect Debbie yeah for lines in the go friend CSF party na eba so ye gi yeni
Papa.
ene me kwhwa prophet oduro ese Kristonia obekọ clubbing on sacrifice Jewish rabbis Israel for rabbis e kwa club e de na chese obi ko Vienna city wa ye mo Vienna city na me ko na ye mpone ana de me ko ye wo
de okoye wo no
hello minua
Semen ka show program so
jo ba cha wo so odin be bia kasafi
me kasafi Santa Maria Framikin
ba cha yeti o boss
ne say the old train na no ne say omunim say ye ni bebie ahu de ekoso enti no mo ka kire say antichrist beba
that is the code that is the secret that is the secret
amukodi say ebeka bi na antichrist beba wa on the bible na chi no ya antichrist
thank you omunim say ye code na ye dan ya obi beba be di code ade no no mo tu nipa ndi say obeba ya antichrist me na maba no
je say ni bebi back in kind
me say ye ni be da ho
bibie o bebi antino antichrist beba yeah that's it
me da mo say but the way you are no me simple enti wo a weni bebie na obehu secret we no ye fra antichrist say we ase me kwa wie ya e we ba me ka say ni na gu book nim they know this book cannot stand the test of time baby body people will see hello minua ba cha odin be bia o kasafi
I'm kasafi odo ko e from Ajuda
jojo ba cha lower TV ni my why na yetie o
okay Mr. Abraham na min shira papa
be da se minua
no kwa ne de ne kai ba ko pe kasa na ya town it is a bible amba na ba abani ya bani de na me abori asu na ewie na mo de religion na teacher say I won't join in on more religion na unyem your moya na is scared then we nevi won kan
asemo
na say to mo si to mbe ku Jesus then oye Jesus no ko ba kan ni we na omu kun na wo man yendi Kristo fu yendi no kwale
no
wo man yendi no kwa say di na ti mo man yendi no kwa na bi grande di man say we ansi ni na ya ntro ukanu kwa wonkan adwuma kwa wonya bi ye e ba town
agentro menu ya da say
na min shira wa
menu ya da say adwene ba ya adwuma o ye sofo wonti ase na mbes ni nie ye mpa sofo mfiamfia no ye bebu awurade adwuma fo no da bi ye pe wo asole be 1000 members 2000 3000 4000 ye chew ni ye gwa wa na members na kofie na obi akobo ne bra simple as ABC na verses we nyina gu bible nim asofo nkyere ti ensamen mpa na yo ka kire mo every Sunday any Saturday hello minua lower TV set no mpacho
yo maro
jo udini be bia ka safi boss
mpacho because Africa so
mpacho yo yeti o
asofo emse na lete metio na I am asking my confused.
The line ni munye. Yanka say yanyi nyankopon di o. Yesi nyankopon wo ho, but the ogu book nim no na ya tro san nsem ama no dabi obi na kope bebe te no tro. That is an active force. Hello minua.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Udini be bia okasafi.
Ba je friend me because friend man.
Ba tro yeti o boss.
Pacho Yesu ba san ba de te ya se na be ba mana
ba cho say
eski we are se ba be
line ni munye yesra mu a oba no wagina yi amaye hello menua
hello Abraham hello
Bacha, udini be bia okasafi.
Bacha ya femi am. The kasafi Pinterest road.
Bacha your boss yeti o.
I'm in shop na on show day. Na ade ba ko a eye me depa ne say say almost common sense members na they do a chinning no. Yen no yan fan say yet me ready. Yan to say yanum for na this also them na also for customer my way.
Yeah.
At least all can be the F word FN ye kwaso.
No correct.
And she yeah that's saying in say say I start the ebe taking na the perseverance and why as I say bit me dia boy biano.
Yeah.
E be boa oni feedback.
Yeah, that's it.
Na afi ye ho ne be ye.
Yeah, that's it pa.
So de me free so na obi so
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's me nua. Yeah, that's it. Papa. Yeah, that's it. Hello, me nua.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, boss. We didn't baby Okasefi.
Your family Francis, in Treffin
Bacho yo Francis Yetio.
The old chair nominated who pa.
Yeah, that's it.
Na Yakupon Shrao.
Yeah, that's it.
Which means the truth is there. And a moody book we are kata truth in so.
Nobody your business.
And a moody your business. Yes, sir.
Yes, simple as that.
Among Koso. Or more money, yea, no moon. No moon, yes, so more mono move and
free education. Where you free education. I hope I know on fat when you use candy. Simple.
Omunya susuma pastors no mo fanya we finish o mo fa talkers no mo fa sisi no mo fanya japade ma mo finish o mo busenfo Yakupon shraw pa no shraw no so no ma wo adwin na fa kira di we why
that's papa
Yakupon shraw
me nua me da se adwin be ya adwuma hello me nua
Hello, adwin be ya adwuma
one time
if I'm saying because I feel
yo yetio
about my power here.
That's it.
O ma ji esika ni na.
That's it.
But you tell me go talk to boss you.
One time.
Type this up when off the them.
One time.
You crepa no kanu. And you am sure pa.
Edamase me nua no. Ye ni be da ho because Jesus asem no yate dada Bible mu asem yate nti ntro ni pia no se yato twene hello me nua
Hello Azela
bacha odi ni be bia okasafi
but from Jesus no kasafi
kaswa bacha yeti o
I am sure pa we jumba pa kurare yon papa
yeah that's it
na friend
Colossians verse me Efa in the lesson about in the lesson and I say a different lesson.
But I can't know argument.
Say argument assembly we are for daily TV. Almost the number be ma. Now what frame me na ya can no wasem. Esa e be distract lesson na ye no. Why? Ofra bisa topic na ye treaty no. Who different question there. Actually for daily TV. Almost the number be ma. And now the ofra daily TV a. Kasa wo hwe Ahmed obema answers no Bible verse ni na egu ni trim. Ahmed they are no ye ni na be ma. Na aboa dwumedie no. Why? Hello, William.
Yeah, Robbie.
Yes, Bacho. Who didn't be our Casafi?
Medini Okili.
Yo, Bacho Yetio.
Edimasani.
Bacho Yetio.
Where an army, Nami Yeri said you or Google.
Okay.
Well, Yami, Sanamino. Where a busum de a very shining one.
Okay.
Until the full year of my pride, my
dadae.
The idea, no 100% support.
That's it.
Say, unche, na yahu alukore no because ya irache.
Yadase. Debeka enkranfo a moti aso dem epe emwa ewa asofo ho anka munko wulo mo ho kra kwaje mboa woti asante mem usi aso dem se opemwa me se ko sumankwa yen wo kwaje mboa na oni mebia otumi kura hye twia kai ebra bible ne ma africa akura ne enyi nche bible ne ma ye no ene quran ne enyi nche bible ba ya na enya gontu so twia kai hello minua
hello
Bacha udini bebi ya okasefi.
Bacha efeme kwansi.
Bacha okasefri.
Kumasi.
Yo, bacha yeti o boss.
Oye correct pa.
Eda asiminu ya.
Asofo ni yehu amompo.
Yanti o mu case kura. Mwe buye maame no mu saa.
Omopo omonko simple. Ya ni ya down ne de. Ya de do 100%. But still be born by a girl and we are mystery.
Asabo.
Oh, Yamishra.
Eda say. Ade. Hello, Minia. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Sure. You need better or rough. Hello, Minia.
Hello, Abraham.
Bacha udini bebi ya okasefi.
Me pato very rasta o de me patati ablekuma famo.
Yo, ablekuma Minia pacho yeti o.
Yo, Abraham asema kanje na yamfa. Won say ye num black no. Ni nim se Nyankopon bo yesunko se denyu.
Da bia meka Nyankopon bibia eye simple. Nyankopon bo bro ni wie no. Dote na kai no ankokoto ogu. E na abofo nketo na J na ode bo blacks eye simple tito aso.
Chefe opon di ko o kanyi na. Oh, it is not the Deuteronomy say.
Oh, money proof. Oh, money evidence.
Coming kwa akanya kupon onku check blasphemy na. Eya party obi e kan kan afro na. Omo pese omo beji atu.
Ade na che kakra ache. Na adwen no brain no restart je gradual. Entina omo njindi nyina no still omo gusu hwe sa na brain netie ono ontumi nyae hwe ono wa Facebook no wa say the data wo gina so enso didi atem je che wa je atum. Hello minia.
Hello.
Bacha udini baby akase free.
Ya me kwaku me Pacific Pennsylvania.
Bacha ukase free.
Henso.
US, okay, yo, yetio.
Yes. Bacha more accept ako.
Yo, yetio.
Yeah, Bacha mo video say ya yo go.
Bacha say dai.
Mo videos me ya nya ni live.
Mo nya ni live.
About YouTube.
Well, YouTube live na yenyan start ye wi a na ye dey to YouTube amama and to Facebook uko Facebook uko Facebook
okay more question
yo meet you
me patrol the person me who how did you determine sir we are see where you created?
Oh, well, simple answer. When there is a creation, there must be a creator. A simple answer.
You are making an assumption. So what is your evidence?
The evidence is when there is a creation, there must be a creator. Misa was so simple question. So onam now to say table is what? Is there a carpenter or there is no carpenter?
I have a reference point. I've seen a table being created before by a carpenter.
In general terms, when we say the nyankopon no obo yen no onye nipa na yakwa kohu no. All that we know is we are a creation, and debia meka say our purpose in creation is not to serve the creator, is to serve ourselves. I don't need
that's not what I'm asking you. That's not what I'm asking you. What I'm asking you is, what is your evidence to show that this world was created? What is your reference point?
I have not seen the creator before, and I'm telling you, when there is a creation, you don't need to see the creator. It's like asking you,
my question is, how do you know it was created? That's the thing.
Once there is a creation, there must be a creator. Okay, let me ask you. If you say there is no creator, how did the universe came into being?
I don't know.
Then we don't know. You don't know. So we don't know. Common sense will tell you, once there is a creation, there must be a creator. And
but you can't make that assumption. You can't make that assumption. It's like you are saying. Like you are saying. My money is missing. My money is missing.
My
so
brother.
I don't know who took it, but you took it.
I said I don't know the creator. If you've been listening to me, I may say the boy ye wunida yente ne kasada. But logic and reasoning. I'm coming, my brother. Let me land. Let me land. Okay. Let me land. I'm not saying somebody should go and worship the creator because we don't know him. But once there is a creation, once even you said, I don't know, means there's a creator, but the only thing is you don't know him. You didn't say there is no creator.
That's wrong.
I'm
that's
coming.
Wrong.
My
that's
brother.
Wrong.
My brother,
if
let
you
me
don't know.
My brother.
If you don't know.
My brother.
Yeah.
Let me land. Let me land. It's like a child.
Okay.
It's like a child who doesn't know his father. You asked him, where is your father? And he said, I don't know. It doesn't mean say the child doesn't have a father because he doesn't know. And I'm say, we've not seen the creator before. But if I ask you, did creation came by its own, or you believe there is a mastermind behind creation? What will be your answer?
So I'll tell you, I don't have, first of all, I have to be able to demonstrate that this was created. This thing was created.
I'm telling you, I am a creation. It is like telling a table to prove the carpenter. It's like telling a fool.
No.
Excuse me.
Let
me give you my understanding. Let me give you my understanding. I don't know whether you are an atheist. Are you an atheist?
I'm an atheist, yes.
Yes. Where I stand is almost similar to yours. Mine is atheists are not saying there is no creator. They say we don't have enough evidence for the creator.
Thank you.
That is my stand. That is my stand.
So what do you believe? Why would you say? Why would you make a statement of intent?
Even the word
there's a creation.
I get you 100%. Even the word believe means I'm not sure. Even when I tell you I believe there is a creator, it means I'm not sure. Because
so don't my advice to you is that don't teach something you're not sure.
Don't advise me. Don't advise me. I know what I'm teaching and I know where I'm coming from. I say, once there is, you may believe there is no creator, there is no God. It's your own cup of tea.
No. You see, Avram, you are making a mistake. You are making a mistake. You are making an assumption. That this was created.
And you two saying
that's a false assumption.
And you two saying there is no creator is an assumption.
No, I didn't say there's no creator. I'm making a claim.
So you said there's
a claim. So I'm making a claim.
Then summarize your belief system for me. Summarize it.
Summarize what?
Summarize what you believe, your belief system. Summarize it for me.
We don't believe anything. An atheist does not believe in the existence of any deity. And for us, for anything to be believed, you have to have enough evidence. You have to have complete evidence.
It's perfect.
So
it's perfect. I understand you 100%. we don't have enough evidence to prove the creator. We've not seen him before. We've not heard of him before. That doesn't mean there is no creator.
No. So why are you calling him a creator? Why are you calling it a creator?
I'm saying
if you don't know something.
So once
you don't know.
So once you don't know your father, you cannot talk to somebody and say my father.
No. See, you see, that's why you're making a mistake. If we can determine something was born,
okay,
then of course we can know whether he has a father or not.
Okay.
But if we don't know anything, they put something before you. Let me ask you.
Is today the first time you are listening to me?
Huh?
Is today the first time you are listening to me, or you've been listening to me for a long time?
I've been listening to you for a long time. There's a lot of things I don't agree with you. Like what you
I don't need you to agree with me on everything I say. Mine is, it's like you are trying to impose what you believe on me. I am saying, I stand.
No.
I'm coming.
I'm not trying to.
I am coming. My brother, let me learn. I've been learning from Dr. Hawkins. I've listened to a lot of atheists and they make a lot of sense. Mine is to come out and say that I believe even the concept of God was invented. The concept of God was invented. I believe there is an active force behind creation. We've not seen him before. We've not heard from him before.
Can you prove it?
I can prove it just as.
Can you prove that?
When I ask you, do you have a brain? Can you prove your brain?
Through an MRI, through a CAT scan.
No, can you prove your brain?
Yes, I can prove it.
How can you
I can prove it.
How can you without the machine? Can you prove your brain?
Oh, if you have some machine, of course I can't prove you have a brain.
How can
I
you
have
prove?
To use a machine?
No. Forget the machine. How can you prove your brain? The only thing I'm telling you is I have a concept, a belief that once there is a creation telling me this universe with the intelligence human beings have, these galaxies, everything came on its own, doesn't make sense. If there is a creation,
but there's evidence for that.
There's
evidence for that.
Evidence for what?
Evidence. You see, you don't understand it. Have you read the Big Bang Theory?
The Big Bang Theory. Who caused the Big Bang? Who caused the Big Bang? Who caused it? Who caused?
Still looking for it.
I'm coming. Who caused the Big Bang? I believe it. Who caused it?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Then I'm telling you, something happened. Nobody knows, and that is what we call God.
You don't know that. You don't have evidence for that.
And
you don't have evidence for that.
It is a theory. It is a theory. It is a theory.
Huh?
It is a theory. You understand? You cannot even prove the big.
A theory backed by a theory by fact.
What is the meaning of theory?
A theory is the highest level of
My brother, I know you agree with me 100%, but your problem is with me. I'm coming. Your problem is with me believing in a creator. Is that not it?
Yeah, because you don't have evidence.
The day that I will teach,
any evidence.
The day that I will teach the purpose of life, that's the day you understand me. Thank you. Take my number after the program. Call. Take my number, and then we'll do 1 or 2 discussions. Hey, I'll send you. Now, nobody should say the guy is drunk. Nobody should insult him. He has his claim. He has his proof. Just as a Christian has his claim and has his proofs to also make it a point. All that you can do is to disprove him. They believe the universe came through the Big Bang. Who caused the Big Bang? They say they don't know. And I call the one who caused the Big Bang God. You see, the active force. To me, our problem we are saying. We have to look for our purpose in creation. Hello, Minian.
Hello,
Hello, Minian. Hello.
A friend of Francis, because I'm a printer.
Bacho yo,
Pese mo say ahun mo wi ase ana e bi say be ifo ni ade ade no. No mo akwa be na fa se be si o ma no kwa na be bom
me gidie na different. Me gidie na different. Me gidie na different gidie who believe say be ye wo wa eno wa problem. Who believe say ahun ho problem. Na ya adesua ye nyanduru ho and the topic na nye no and then ye slavery in the Bible. Eye adesua be bia minim die nduru ho no ye be mo ye expert. Enye me nkwa na me kasa wo. Ye be ma akonfo aba. You be invited ahemfo anase be kwa ahemfo ho ye be ko sumankwa ahene ye be ko gamanche wulomonom ye be ko kwa ahemfi ye be ko akonfo malamfo ho na ye ti omu nso mu gidie na de sua de be bia menim de wo na me kire me hu be yie da na me proof be yie ti se bia onim be yifo bia na be to be di adanse a yo menia yo edase don't teach what you don't know. No. I teach what I know. Books no na mesuya na mekire. Hello, Minia. Hey, enya bete o. Hello, Minia.
Hello.
Bacha odini be bia o kase free.
Me kasa free. Poetry.
Yo, bacha o yeti o Minia.
Akwa kona o kasa egwe. 80s no. Big band train no new time na di bayana.
Bisa bi omo e.
O kasa egwe. Time no yenifa. Yo we dem won cost mo ye eju afa.
Me da se Minia. Me da
se. Am gba Ghana.
Me da se pa.
Enye free.
Be ye kakra. Adwene be ye juma one time. We nsua de na wo betena TV so ni Facebook. You better tell question while you study. Hello, Minia.
Hello.
Bacha udini be bia okasafi.
Abraham, good evening.
Let you see your boss.
Me pacha your friend me Kobe, me kasa free margin.
Yo manager, bacha yeti your boss.
Adwena nye juma.
Body never bre.
Moncheche amoye de me feel mo 100%.
That's Minia.
Me feel mo pa. Me chat ye follow mo no me am hu se me ni amani me di am ye me hu se ekoye ma me pa.
Simple.
Me dama se pa ne am cheche.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Nobody can prove the existence of God, and nobody can prove the the non-existence of God. Simple. While someone cannot prove there is God, you too cannot prove he doesn't exist. So now the question comes to, what is the purpose of man in creation? Simple. We should forget whether there is God or there is no God. You have to ask the relevant question and leave X out of the equation. Leave X. Don't tell me to find X. X is always there. Hello, Minia.
Hello.
Bacho, didn't be your case free.
Me bacho me kasa free dance man.
Bacho, you meet your boss.
Bacho, Martin Mina, some say, topic of slavery in the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, the line I'm a person is Uko 2, Colonial chapter 4, verse 1, and I'll go to Ephesians chapter 6. Uko 2, 1 Timothy chapter 6.
Yeah.
Uko 2, 1 Timothy chapter 6. And Uko 2, what do you call it?
Men go to Ephesians 4. Men go to Ephesians 4. Ephesians 6. Ephesians 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody says, yeah, cry as I say, what to me. If I say, no. Those days, I'm walking up every year, so I'm out of the sa and my way back when I'm some every year. So, this is so I can't say, as someone I walk on, I can't say, Bible no much the Bible, no, I got a young blacks and one as an Africans and one and some of the now, so the same Bible now to snow, almost some rock on out to a useful ornament. I'm almost some of the edge man. And to never ban is out the idea of 120 years, so you're young, quite the amount at the corner to use to have on a swore.
Okay, Mamma answer no. Politicians and they invented Bible no for the masses of the day. no mo pedom e mo ma yo mo nkoa te se de Ghana ye politicians di yen so no enti Bible no omo use wo Europe any way America any control nipa ansa eba Africa omo da be slaves omo be slaves no omo the Bible bi ba ya the slave Bible enye ni o enye ni enti eche na slavery versus bi wom afei sesi ano otu eni hwe Europe any way America religion is dying omo ton sole so ukra phone na ko YouTube na Google churches for sale ubewu enti an sole no religion no abewie ye egu afa na Africa ye Kenya enti say for blacks enko a politicians political family from the Flavian family Flavius Titus oh say na was Sardine e friend the Titus na the ti daso no omo no mu create religion edi control Rome for emo mo nkro for show mo ase na Europe ni America ni Asia nyina omo wie no no mo de ba Africa e de be slaves enkoa no mo di slavery versus ni guregurem e na me kire no enye so mo invent for Africa enkoa omo invent for mo nkro for na atena omo ho ache e ma be wie ye omo tonton nsole and aso days will be nkom ni e body don komi afi na Ghana to omo 10 churches into factories almost 10 churches into beer bars ewa America ni UK and Ghana yeah converting industries into churches chade na stages but me teach for ebibi mine me teach for Ghana for no and am I centered on my people and the entia omo the Bible ne bre yen and don't just say yen ko enti no mo invent there be
okay
jo me
ba na me bisa so
jo
yeah na me bisa say one say nkwa sama na work and one say yen nimpa de edin yen na ye wa asase ni na de edin nimpa ebimu obi nsem obi atikafo wom nta edin yen na yen ntime nya pada na babo anase ben faka sense na nya pa nta edin na sesi an so kofo bi betra won ncha nimpa na ba ya wakoa but eno ne nyet aye o shit slave di na omba to no ene se sa kwa Ghana mpenifo no sesi akwese mpenifo mo hwe o ma no so no wa omo sesi aye so ye o mo da kwakwa ya nkwa dia no omo
dabi omo no mo ye nkwa omo no mo ye servant omo no mo enti na me say book ni mfiri nyankopon no our minister ye osomfo omo no mo som ye ena ade na da say ye nkwa ye nkwa se wu ye sikeni na obi te wonchen a ye mfre no akoa even Bible ne makwan say utume bono me ma wati ase say ye nyine ntume nyepe eye logic ebi be ye hiafo enti wo ye ohiani na wo ye worker e wo bi company mo are you his worker or you are his slave enu ti na ye kenkan verse bi o say Israel ni edani ohiani Leviticus 25 verse 38 tie de hyewo o say mane nane opani ye di pa go bi nchen ye nye obi akoa kan
Leviticus 25 verse 39 na se ehia unia owa won nchen
enti ano na Bible ne de ma Israel wunia owa won nchen
na woton no ema wa
na ye ton ne ma wa
eni nunya
me ntete no me ndi ni nya
na mom ontena won nchen so opani
ontena won nchen se obi a obedi pa
ni otudanfo
eni otutunafo
yeah
kan
na osum nkosi awsepa afasha ne so
na osum so a time da ho onsum nkoduru 7 years
eno na onfiri nchen
na ebre ni dura onfiri nchen ko
ono ene ne manyina
okwa ode ne manyina
na onsen ko ne busuam
no nko ne busuam
ni ne janom ade a odi so no ho
ene ne janom ade a obudi so ho
na oye me nko am wi onfiri muzim asaso
enti Bible mu nyankopon ne say Israel ni de onye slave
yeah
oyo opani wo nchen
yeah
na Israel for eyo no nyankopon ne nko a oyi omu free Egypt
won ton kwanton na
Israel ni de ye nton minua we no eye nipa ton akoa te se de ombe ye nananom no enye se obi ho akire na ebi a wo ho no obi ama se obra me ho kire me ma me ba bi nda na metwitwi wo kan wo na madowfie ye mfra no slave odipa to aso kan
na efanyadie enhye no so
na memfa enyade enhye no so
na suro nyankopon
na suro nyankopon
na wakoa no afena a obenya no
and the Bible ne say Israel ni pe akoa slave any afna.
Wa amanamaya ugu mo hono.
Amamai Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Noma Yegu hono.
Womuna to akwa ne afna.
Emuna Israel nimba to akwa any afna. Israel nimba to ye, ne slave. And the Bible no, a looky evil no. Many about what I say.
I'm about to matter. Now, I'm saying, I quite say, all church, both Christians and Islamic.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Ablam, what you know, drop the
Hebrew name, and me the word social media, and you media and Casa.
Okay.
Dabi. For
okay, now me say, our church both say, or highlighting that Christo Punu. Acquire a first to be because I'm rough on that and answer. And at the same time, to Koran or so, that was both Koran and Bible mistakes in one, according to teachings.
Yeah,
mistakes in one. Now, I'm son according to our canon. Now, I'm the Koran and Oban, you want to wear you that.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying, Adam Koran, now near Adam Bemono. Ya be debate here adegina eno nye problem book na wugidi ne ye kire a wo de fa no na jai Quran wo de beba so wo de na ye kire wo de fa no na wo de hu se wo de ne ye bomb na de to twene na de nya ba bi gina why enipa mienu mem ena maba na meyi wesi nchen a wo de forget de wo wu no why e be fa hello minua
hello Mr. Abraham
bacha udini baby
bacha good evening make a sabi kuma se ma ko ye frame ochi
okay ochire yetie o
me bacha di wo muni se abifo di se timiti no ma bi asin
asamo
brunia wono di asori ba ye ono a ni tade nsa edi pre bruchire di pe na na
etuo nyina bai
nti omo boni wo mutimi na ko bi a otimi be fa osle ni otimi kum nipa bibrebe se die nipa na adimpa woni
be fa 60 million people Emma 12 million ekoduri eku 48 million na we the book ama so be ko heaven am di dechi
oboka ya maso wo ya jisika na oboka ro prope no maso ano yo da wa sini e ma pa o
me se mombo mu nuan mama ne CSF for esra mo de be mo be ya boa ya ne say mo be boa program no why na mo bo program no de woro nkire ye be start common sense family ye ba Kumasi first ye the CSF ni team Kumasi na ko all the regions ye de bie nuan no adwene mu Ghana for paying for mama ni na ho mo promise yen one district one factory one promise yen cathedral ni manifesto ni hello minua hello minua
hello
Bacha odini baby akasafi
me cafe free sprinters
Bacha yo yetio
masa money adwuma wo ye
minua ye da se
la preaching ya no na your friend culture
yeah Bob Marley no nyina Bob Marley no yes o no wi o no wi
sane ma we no omu hu ni dada abrofo no fa kwan bi so a omu di kum tankrofo we no nyina
ye ku omu nyina
what you say eti ye mpese me catch you say show hu ye especially edipa na omu ben wo no hwe kwan omu di Bob Marley fa so
that's pa
we are one of our prophets and we need to protect you
that's it papa that's minua that's no futu that's pa that's it you befa last two callers na the jumedi na ba wieye am said dey be nyina ye fans question bi ni ho juma na ne ye no fans bi ni ho fans nko na eba we untumi mebisa question yo Debi minua fa Bible na check maame ye bie wani mo wase da mo fema daily TV for me kira wa mane a daily TV for fam because of program we ya we be hye enya atemdie ne yetie enya threat ene yetie no kura ne ye ka ne yetie daily TV bom abaso we to ma ya platform say na menenam some TV station radio station Omu ehu me ho mfa so. Afa no ma start for say we need you for a program. Say see ano chale mini P black ya international stars o. Want to be friends how? First day about free show. Yes, see and release level don't change. Just to for phone friends there be first day about free show. Ana yes, this is P black say we jai free show no more. Daily TV adawrama. Ti adamu say CSF4. Hello minia.
Yeah, you friend baba make kazafi akutema.
Macho yo yeti o boss.
Avram.
Yes.
Nyami Israel.
That's minia boss.
But na me pese me go say agenda be na o push since
agenda me push they say religion was invented. Religion no e de mpape mu aba. De be boa ne say Yankopon ma ye nyina adwene a ye mfa ndwene ma ye ho. Ye fra de be common sense, the sense of good judgment. I tell say ye nye the right thing. Na obi an use adoma chede a okuta na ye mfa build ye man Ghana. Ye mfa ndo ye nua na ye make the world a better place. Simple.
Okay. Matthias. Na sincere na mitie wa se me say se mitie wa chepa.
Okay.
But na umba TV sukura.
Okay.
But sincere an 8 years after all.
Yeah.
I only need 8 years. Na kamino ka only kurampo de nkamo ye ba ko.
Dabi.
But sincere no argument be na ono so money one na ye sincere.
Argument am 8 years ne wono ye. Ono a on to me nkasa Nyankopon ni ho. Ono so a o se Nyankopon ni ho. Nti ono wo problem. The burden of proof is upon him who makes a claim. Ono gidi say abodi nyina free the big bang. Say explosion be take place and abodi nyina buy. Who caused the explosion? Explosion cannot happen by itself. Which doesn't make sense. And to me gidi say by all means obo ade bi wo and I'm making examples say menia say wonam na wo to table si ho a you don't need to see the carpenter. Wouldn't say a carpenter na ye table.
Eno ya adwene kasa.
Eno ya adwene mu kasa ye logic. Until once there is a creation, there is a creator. But said your religion abaye ne say ye wa ha say ye besum creator no and I'm say ente sa ye wa ha say ye be making the world a better place. Na ya som ye ho we ye lawyer we de som nipa we ye teacher we serve nipa we ye president we say
na o sa ka bi bin say say ye pemo a ye nko ye hemfo ho sumanko ahene wulomo ho ne nkonko je mo anamboa
eno no me divert ya adwen ba tete no
matuwas
wo say tete no
ye nko je mo atum adwemu kasa
mame mani nsi me ma ya ti ase say first no enkrefo omo de no fan say spiritual leader because every culture has its spiritual background. My friends na kwese to say omosom but yen kosom to say de yesum sisi
Avram kaka wo kan na say wuti hunhun bidi empo enye Nyankopon a wuti hunhun bidi tumi go baby
mama nunsi yetumi bo bidua ma ne ye adwuma ana
o say
onwo bia ya bo ne dua da
ye teda so mu bodua
meba unwo bia ya bo ne dua a ya koda ne da.
Hello
unwo bia ya bo ne dua a ya koda ne da unwo bi da
mi hu ni na bi da mpa cho me te na me te ba mi hu bi da
me kira wo se me wo gidie bi mi gidie ne say everything is energy eno ne your friend say to me your friend be to say abosom ne ade me believe say energy your friend be law of karma. I believe in the power of words. Say wenum kasa nyamesumiti yemu na de ode wano beke bia no se nipa ni deserve a ebenya no due to quantum physics. There were lessons we am my but say your question be kra say we a bit intelligent here no intelligent here wrong word when who be bisa me on TV obe friend me personally because I was saying me build the idea from there ye gidi dada no na me upgrade the kakra na me who say enya busum bi na ye adwuma na ye energy When somebody deserves a punishment, he will get it. And the apostle said, Antoine, Adisia ho na you building it gradually. May you if ya near the work of that dinosaur. Near the waba no say no that dinosaur san it is a religion na we are no and some na wo kan one na wo be say asem tie building it gradual. Minuanom last caller near the baby here. Last caller and some we are say papa. Hello minua.
Hello.
Bacho.
Pacho, good evening.
Sister Adua Nyabotre. Udini baby. Akasa.
Pacho, friend next to me, Casa free argument to edu.
Yo, Pacho, it's you.
Pacho, why ya the papa?
And that's it.
Yanko pon shroud.
And that's it.
Kedian pon yanko pon kwanen.
And that's it.
Mese abro no. Oma boy abro papa.
And easy.
Na Ghana for. Omo mani enna ho.
Yeah.
No mundi wasam na wo kan so. Na se bi mundi ndia. Omo do omo bra. Na me de me na mabusia de. Ye da wase.
That's it.
Ya de ya hu free Christo mu no. Enia ma koye ma yen pa. Ye da wase.
That's it. O free religion mu. When you start thinking for yourself, when you start being yourself, you see how life is.
Yeah.
When you get rough, adwena anya adwuma.
Body in bebre.
Adwena anya adwuma, body in bebre. Adwuma na na ye no. Ti esra babusuafo, o hwe se de mini P black ye hwa ye fe ya. Akofa designs.
Yeah.
So your wedding, or your engagement, or your party. Program here, or your party, African wear papa be all over the world. Offer Akofa designs on Sabeka Watadi. The number ni 055 31 64 500.
Yeah.
Makeups, do you makeups? Come. Hey, mommy, Mary Good. P black wife, Bakope. Madam Mary Good. Or no makeups or say cakes. Say your wedding, engagement, birthday. Mary Good say friend, no be say home out. No new cake him out. The number is 0275 600 400. 0275 600 400. Yemi abema CSF boss Bako Kesia pa. Ewurade na aye borehole drilling company limited. Kesia de obi atubo nsuo de fie o.
Yeah.
Nsuo hu ya ye denti. Bi atu nsuo de fie. Ejuma oye nenie. Eye hydro fracturing and geological investigation. Oye swimming pools. Pumping service. So pumping nsuo ma water treatment and borehole drilling. Ne baby obesi no ofanko barrier. But baby aba friend bia no obeba. Ewurade na aye borehole drilling company limited. Number ni 024 for number no 024 56 366 34 024 56 366 34.
Yeah.
L&L Rentals. Any over your wedding party, birthday, any occasion, our person rented chairs. Flowers, name it decorative, you design it, may wire fefe, say your light, say your glasses, papa B. For L&L Rentals. No big decorative or more fefe, na occasion in your crabeshe. Number then when 024 65 95 760 024 65 95 760. Daily estate say we are some ye call baby into or wow na assassin when your baby ato. So when I'm fair we are saying call baby can you say wow emma and the baby say daily estate essay assassin or best spread the amount tia kakra na enkaino tia ne kakra why o amanone obese osi wudan contractor mason onyini ni fefa daily estate so no mbo anase wudan who si dan edan ne wunwie contractor na di usika daily estate se bra no mbo na wie wudan number ni 050 20020 050 20020 daily roofing se wesi dan ne wie o pese wo boss man ye kama ultra modern roofing out we bo wudan so for daily estate 0302 95 4964 030 29 54 964 daily sports Basel 12:30 every day. Agrohene and the sports center at the daily sports bro ewo daily tv afei yemi abanya akon a oba ho ofe kama e di program bi baso a ya to dey say menye kurasi hwe nim daily tv taking television to the next level what dena anya adwuma abode ne bre na nwumre yi eye wa mo sofo mo nua ba ma mo kunu ba akopɛ mo boyfriend ba akopɛ Abraham bin Moshe the Bible zero mercy NP Black the Bible reading Neymar Hazard and I'm near Shia ye kwa kwaji ya home Wednesdays ye ma Thursday Friday mo beti another punchlines you make a check one say when you speak you repeat what you know but when you listen you learn something new when you speak you repeat what you know but when you listen you learn something new adwena anya adwuma what the bre Thursday the Friday beti yanka bi ya da mo ngina ase bye bye.
Titititire de bepemne insuhwem ama yate asese nsu eyenkwa na asase edawei emu hanchichemu aduoson so eyensu na sete saade a denti na wotena se emansukom ane nsu enwanwo yiraw ema wani tuka wonsem erade na ye drilling company limited won ababa so how bebria na nipa nemu efa nsu ho wobetu asase yem kopem se wobetu nsu pa ehotew ne watu ade amawo borehole drilling yayebi water treatment services yaye visibility studies ehun se bebia wo kire yense yentu no ayade ebetu nsu asase ne yem ansa ne yetu yaye hand and electronic pump installation hydrofracture yade machines ahoro esi asase nani ne yatu nsu na fi bebi biare wa begu faako yem borehole drilling no ehotew utimenom wode horade egware mpa unya ohaw ankrankrai efiesim apartment ahoro insurance hotels estate developers washing bay ni numeku momre ne rade na aye drilling company limited yabebu am wenye nsupa putu yang was 0245 636 634 and 02471 714 72. Erade na aye drilling company limited. This is Su Ayenkwan.